flip the bike up the bus now. Pull a check, bought a bus down. Power only about to break it down. Boys getting money down in Flavor Town. Told you boys about to cost you, dog. These Philly streets, they getting wild. Thought he slurping all the glizzies down. Pass the car, can the commas down. Instagram getting sick, huh? Flex on them, bring the label back. People make me sick, I feel like Mac. Make a deal, I feel like Chad. You scoop them up when you rumble back. This culture needs the truth and facts. We talking all them poker games and sneaker apps. While I trips in them perky packs, dropping game on a week that pass, breaking down like a reaper stash. TRPE make you laugh, TRPE make you laugh, TRPE will make you laugh, man. TRPE will make you laugh, man. TRPE will make you laugh.
We back and we got an intro.
The Flavor Town thing is hilarious.
The Flavor Town has taken on a life of his own. Today, me and Matt was talking. He was on his way back from Delaware.
Yo.
And he sent me the fucking picture of billboard. Flavor Town.
Flavor Town. It's going down.
Cut this volume down a little bit. I think I'm number 7. This shit is like loud super loud.
Mine too, please.
7 is the one between 6 and 8. I looked dead at the 2 and the 3 and grabbed the number
like,
2.
Go to the 2.
I fucked that up.
Y'all hear a sultry woman's voice in the
real girl 6ish
in the peripheral of the show. We have a special guest today. Do you want us to introduce you? You want to introduce yourself?
I want you to introduce me.
All right. Comedian, actress, podcaster. She told us she got a real interesting interview coming up. We'll talk about that in a little bit. You know her, you love her. She's on Instagram at Don't Call Me White Girl. Mona Love, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow!
Point with the claps today. I was supposed to come here.
Women come around, motherfuckers that brand new. I had never seen that.
I really like you. If it wasn't an applause, I would have felt weird about it. Thank you.
Nah, this is like
that was awesome.
This is a big moment. You know, you popping on YouTube, you popping on the gram. You got a lot going on. We most recently been seeing you on a real big platform, $1 Million Worth of Game podcast.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Honestly, somebody well, first of all, people will always send me like Gillie on live all the time and say, you should go live with him. You know, y'all crazy. Y'all both talk crazy or whatever. I went live with him one time. He was like rude as fuck. I got right out of there. Bang, I'm out.
Sounds about right.
And then his followers are vicious. They're like savages. So, but they lost a host or whatever happened with the prior host. Yeah. And this girl had made a video like, yo, these are reasons why I should be on my for game, blah, blah, blah. And it was like super dry and boring.
Terrible.
And it was horrible. And somebody sent me that. And then I just did my own. You know what I mean? And they posted that on $1 Million Worth of Game, the actual Instagram page.
Okay.
And that post got more views than any of the other posts on the page at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like, they wouldn't have gave me a shot, but it looked weird. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like the people picked it.
Yeah.
I'm the people's champ.
Facts.
For sure.
That's what's up. So the power of social media.
Yeah, for sure. And then they were like it was literally like 12 a.m. Yo, come up here. We'll try you out real quick, right? And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go up there, you know. And it went well. We did another one. You know, sometimes we pre-record or whatever. Yeah. So we end up doing 2 in one day. But the flow was there from the door, from the gate. Yeah. So I mean,
the power of social media is insane, yo. Let me tell you, I was with my dad yesterday. My dad's 72. I talk about this all the time. Like an old retired black man. And he like, y'all recording tomorrow, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what y'all normal rundown? Just with, I said, well, we got Mona Love coming up. He's like, don't call me white girl. That's my girl. I'm like, how do you even dog?
Your father knows who I am.
He's on Instagram at 3 in the morning sending me links to shit. It's ridiculous.
Let me tell your father I said hello.
Yeah, I will.
You can tell him.
Yeah.
No, hi, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr.
Walt.
Makes me sick.
Mr. Walt.
Mr. Walt, hello. How are you?
Yeah, he's like, that's my girl. I'm like, what? I was just like, whatever. Yeah, but that's social media. Like,
one thing for sure, before $1 Million Worth of Game, my fan base was like majority female, which is still pretty cool because statistically, girls spend the money. You know what I mean? You sell beard oil, the women buy the guy that beard oil. Dude, y'all don't do that. You wash your beard with Dove and you keep it rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it was still a cool thing, but $1 Million Worth of Game brought all the men. So now it's more like of a 60-40 split, and I have like a unlimited amount of dick pics. Like I have enough dick pics I could just like pull them out. You know what I mean? Like if you needed to borrow a dick pic. You
can have a dick pic coffee table.
For sure. I could loan dick pics out or sell them. Like if I could sell them, I would be up. Like I'm like my ratio on dick pic is like I'm loaded on dick pic.
So let me ask you something.
All colors.
That's a bizarre lifestyle.
So let me ask you something. Are these unsolicited dick pics? Like it's
for
just
sure.
like you just in your predictive
I seen a chick the other day on the gram was like she woke up, standard morning, I guess took vitamins, whatever the fuck you do in the morning.
Watched her.
Yeah, she opened her phone and a nigga sent her a nut video. And I'm just like,
that is fucking graphic. And when I get those, I'm like disturbed by them.
Like that's a crime for
listen,
real.
I make a joke of it, but there's been times where it's like it's so much that it like freaks me out. Like I log out because depending on what I post, God forbid I post myself shaking my ass. God forbid. And I just feel like the people that are like, oh, you invite that or whatever. You the same people that's like your dress was too tight. That's why he raped you. Like nobody.
Yeah.
As a woman, you should be able to. You should be able to wake up and like the Migos and want to shake your fucking ass. You know what I mean? You want to irritate your ex. That's between me and this nigga. It has nothing to do with y'all. I'm trying to get him to call me.
Now see, men, we operate differently. Because like you wake up and there's random titties in your inbox. You're like, oh shit, it's a good day out. Like we operate.
I'm gonna tell 10 people. Woke up to some titties.
Even if we're dating,
woke up to some titties.
And this is most women. This is not just me being weird. Even if we dating, even if we already in that space, if you send a dick pic and it's unsolicited, it's weird. It fucks the flow up. You're not getting called back, and it's like it's always some weird 2:30 p.m. I'm picking the fucking kids up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or my
Checking
daughter's
out a
like,
head of lettuce.
Mommy, let me.
Grocery store.
Comparing peaches at the market.
Like, so this one's a little firmer than.
Head of lettuce.
Should I get the nectarines or the tangerines?
Yeah.
In all seriousness, the kid is like, Mommy, can I log on your phone for TikTok? And she passes you the phone back and there's a dick.
Now I've heard that, John, before. Like
Every
a woman,
time.
like, yeah.
It's always like,
Niggas are out of line.
I mean, it's, at the end
Niggas
of the
be too
day,
horny.
Niggas be 4 a.m. horny at 2 p.m.
2:30.
My Cash App is on my Instagram. I've been Cash App for crusty panties. Can they buy my panties? Crusty only. Not regular panties. I want crust in them. Yeah. I had somebody.
What if you don't have any crusty panties?
That's
How
my
do you make
issue.
them crusty? If they
Not to
aren't
give out too
crusty?
much information. I'm not really a panty girl, so I don't have a lot of.
You gotta
know what
spread
I mean?
some Cinnabon icing in the
Yeah,
jar.
like you gotta
Put them
put
in the microwave.
No, he wants funky crust.
Spray 'em with
he
olive
wants
oil.
Gucci crust, baby, not
He want
pizza crust.
discharge.
Spray 'em with olive oil
He
and put
wants
them in the
some
toaster
coochie.
oven. Yeah.
No, man, he wants coochie crust. You got to figure out how to get coochie crust
what I'm
on it. He
saying,
don't want
like-
no pizza crust or pie crust. He wants coochie crust. Gray, cream, green. I don't know what color. Feet request. Pictures of my feet. Pictures of my feet. Lay flat on your stomach. I'll give you $150 if you make sure your big toe curled up right. I'm like, that's disgusting. My Cash App is money sign Mona 0212, nigga. I sent it. That's right, Mr. Engineer. I sent pictures of my feet. I did. For $150.
Taylor putting down her cash app.
Like, hold on, so you
People are into a lot of kinky shit, and $1 Million Worth of Game fans
hell
are
yeah.
fucking weirdos. It's just the truth. They are a different type of
if you had to describe their demographic of fans, how would you describe it?
fat, white, gamer, smelly basement mom's
So they got the whole Barstool audience.
Yeah, and if they're not white, they're half white.
Really?
Yeah, like Brendan, Dylan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they're racist. I said it.
Well, I mean, Boston's the most racist place in the universe.
It is. I have a lot of fans there. Like, people that meet supporters there, and that's what they claim. That's one thing social media did for me. All the black people, we all had the same complaints everywhere.
So, bro,
We do.
the crusty panties. He wanted you to send him the panties?
Yes, he said $1,500. He wanted crusty
Oh, wow.
panties.
Oh, what's $1,500 on the floor? You got to figure out.
Oh
a way
yeah,
to
50.
get
You got to
the
crust them Jones up. Yeah, 15. You got to crust
Bro,
them
I
up.
couldn't figure it out, and then the thought process was freaking me out. And then I'm like, I don't want to OnlyFans this thing out. I'm trying real hard to stay away from prostitution, and it's hard because the money's amazing. These whores are living amazing lives. They're happy. You know what I mean? I wonder about their buttholes and their vaginas, but besides that, they living good.
Yeah, my close homie, his baby mom is on OnlyFans, and he hit me one day and was like, we was talking about some other shit, his business. He's like, yeah, so my baby mom is a full blown porn star now. Like, she's on OnlyFans with 13 different dildos and this and this. I'm like, hey man,
I have a close friend with the same kind of situation. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm a girl's girl, you know what I mean? And I don't really knock anything, but just for me, I'm trying to be on OnlyFans telling dirty jokes. Like, I have hundreds of abortion jokes, and a lot of people don't like them. So I figure if you subscribe, you get some of my dirty jokes, but they don't want that. They want me to put my titty in my mouth.
it's crazy that OnlyFans was basically like positioned as a platform for creators to do whatever. Like,
Right.
it was open season, and then the sex workers got a hold of it
course.
and just
Look at fucking Craigslist.
Yeah, I mean, if
That's what they
you a
do.
sex worker and you can work without sex. You figured it out.
Yeah, well, Pimp C figured this out 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Like,
true. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I don't know. Like, I know that the world exists. I just can't believe that somebody's willing to pay $1,500 for crusty panties.
I mean, we talked about it pre-show.
Not
like,
to be that guy, but I'd rather have the Dior Chucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to bring this shit back up, but it's like, if you ask me, I'd rather get those than the crusty panties for $1,500.
I have people that follow me and literally like send me a couple $100 a month. You know what I mean? On a regular basis, and they say it's for support. You know what I mean? But I know that if I was like, yo,
if you pull a titty out, then
if I'm like, yo,
or if you out
it could
by
go
yourself
up.
at night,
like you averaging $5 a month. How much would you pay for this pussy? You know what I mean?
Like,
I know
how do we get
go.
this to 5K?
I'm gonna say if it ever get dark, a bitch is gonna be all right. If it got to go like that, it
Yeah,
got
my
to go like
homie
that.
Big Wayne, rest in peace, he always used to say, in a time of crisis, a smart woman gonna sell her books, a resourceful woman gonna sell that pussy.
Okay.
And that was something that he died tricking. So, like,
I mean, it's the
He was
oldest hustle,
committed to the
right?
mission.
It's the oldest hustle, prostitution. Yeah.
pimping and hoeing, the best thing going.
I don't knock it. I think with the sex trafficking thing, it's like so like yucky now when you think about kids and but I don't know. I grew up and I had a cousin of mine like get involved with a pimp young in Philadelphia. In Philly we don't have like that huge pimp culture, but they are there.
Yeah, they there.
And
Like,
she
eight
like
niggas holding it down.
Yeah, our pimps is real raggedy. The
Shout
ones
out
I've
to
seen.
Scarfo.
Yeah, they're like raggedy. Real
Back
like,
in the day,
a lot of them are though.
Back in the day,
Period.
they had it was.
But
like
I remember being
it was
at
like a
AC
big
and seeing
porn-
some really nice
Oh,
looking
no. It's
pimps.
It's
That was-
This is down wine
Niggas
level.
had some nice cars,
Yeah.
the jewelry, big cups and
You
shit.
gotta be pretty raggedy inside.
Up here, pimps is like, they work at like
They got chuckers on.
They
They
smoke
work
coke.
at foot action.
Yeah.
They marry their bottom
I'm about to go
bitch.
take my 15. I gotta go check on my bitch.
Nigga work at Amtrak and pimp like when he not at Amtrak. Like this shit is crazy as fuck up here.
Shout out to Amtrak.
No, it's wild as fuck.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think a lot of people look down on the whole, I'm like a get money type of person.
But you know what? I really don't think people look down on it that much no more. Like the more I see is like these girls posting they 60,000 they made on OnlyFans. Where they're like people support the mission. Like that girl went on Adam 22 and talked about sucking off 7 NBA players the same night, and it was girls in her comments like, "Yes, bitch, you killing it. I stand." And I'm like, "Yo, what's wrong with
But
you?"
just as a woman, it's just always gonna be that double standard. It's always gonna be you a whore. You know what I mean? And
I don't think they give a fuck about the double standard no more. We come from a certain era. I want to ask you, how old are you? In your 30s?
I'm 34. God damn it.
I'm 37.
So
I'll be 36 on
don't
Friday.
put me in that shit. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey.
But
These
we come
titties are
from
gonna be new, and I'll be 20 again.
on period. But we come from a certain era where it's like we still have that 90s, early 2000s thing where it's like, you remember when if a girl stripped or whatever, it was
was a
on the,
hoe.
like, but she was on it was on the down low, like
A secret,
don't
yeah.
tell nobody. Like I seen a girl that I know literally paid her way through medical school stripping. I went to high school when I walked the night on Broad. She was in there busting it open. She like, nigga, you tell somebody you see me, this motherfucker, I know it was you.
Shout
I'm
out
gonna
to
kill you.
Fish.
I'm gonna kill your whole family.
Damn.
Like
She's a murderer.
yeah, she's a doctor now. Like
I know a girl whose mom was a stripper, and that shit was like real.
Like
You know.
China?
No, like around the way. Like just it was like real taboo, but they house was loaded just with all the shit.
I feel like
They had mad
even-
snacks. Like we was kids and shit. You know what I'm saying?
they got the gushers,
Yeah,
and
That
the
bitch
cookie
getting
crisp.
money. They got oatmeal cream pies in that motherfucker, the big box.
Remember the Star Crunch? They used to have them Jones on deck in her crib.
Gross.
Her mom was a dancer and shit.
No, I do agree with you, and it was more taboo in our age or whatever. But just as a woman, it's always going to be like that, especially from other females. That's why so many women were posting how much they made because they was getting so much shit about being on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So it was like, yo, let me show you I made $75,000 because money is everything here. So once I say that, then it won't matter, and I'm sucking on a Comcast remote.
Yeah, like
know what I mean?
honestly, just nowadays you could really just be a contract killer, do whatever, as long as you get money.
Getting them bands.
I have a regret of not being a hoe. I feel like your whole year should be, 18 and 26, 27. I was very careful who I gave this coochie to. Number one, because I thought it would make this cat loose, which was a lie. Who knew? Number two.
Who knew it had unlimited snapback?
Yo, I never knew. Coochie's still tight. It's a fact. And that's the thing about it.
You
After
got
having a
bitches out here sitting
baby.
in basins full of apple cider vinegar. It's just no reason for that. It's just stupid.
This is unnecessary.
Natural
It's
herbs.
unnecessary.
Tamika, get your dumb ass up.
Pineapple halves and shit.
Women do a
Stupid
lot.
shit.
I just got a
Yeah.
vajacial. That's a facial for your vagina.
Oh, with the steam
It was
and all that?
amazing. I almost came. I gave her
was gonna
such
say,
a
did
tight
you
hug
come?
at the end. It was amazing. She used like these little things and rubbed it on you, and it's like vibrating the whole time, and it's
she
like
playing
Kenny
games.
G in the background. I'm like, bitch, what you trying to take this somewhere else?
Yeah,
And
that's
she
wild.
smelled good. She had incense like she was like an Erykah Badu bitch. Shout out to Smitten Kitten.
That's the name of it, Smitten Kid.
Smitten Kitten, she does men. Y'all can get facials for your penises.
I'm not.
Why?
I'm trying to understand. I'm
it's
trying
not
to
giving that.
mentally. I'm trying to figure out how. I'm with it, but how does it work?
It's a wax. It's just like
I'm scared of the wax.
Have you ever gotten a facial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the facial, the mask.
Oh, no, I know the process.
Okay.
I've also seen triple bypass heart surgery. I don't want to go through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
No, it's
the
nice. You
wax
feel
and shit,
really
I
good.
can't. I'll shave. I can't wax.
Yeah. So
The
y'all
wax
re-
and shit.
you
I got
re-
my arm waxed one day, and I was like, yeah, no. It
mean-
actually pulls the hair out.
I want to get lasered, so I think waxing.
So it just
isn't
be
bad.
over. Just
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, you got to do that like
often-
multiple times.
Yeah, how often do you gotta?
Ball like every 3 weeks. Yeah.
No, that's
I
my
got, and I
standard.
got good hair. I got good coochie hair. So even if it's hairy, it's not like all crazy. You know what I mean? You could
Yeah,
comb your
I've
fingers
seen
through
some
that
Jones
shit.
that was
Yeah, peasy coochie hair is not it.
not even peasy, just
Africa.
not.
Kunta.
I don't know the right terminology.
Motherland.
Mufasa jams.
Just rough. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
But
you know.
see, a vajacial will help with that. It's like a deep condition for that thick ass hair.
Nah, I can't fuck with the wax.
Any
I know I
chick
can-
that still got the hair down on the lips is psycho.
I know.
Yeah.
Yo, I had a conversation with somebody. I mean, she had so much hair like a baby was coming out. And I'm like, yo, nobody lives like that. And it's dirty. It's piss. It's just like, it's no need to keep
When
it
I see the
sweaty.
girls on-
Berries, cotton balls.
When I see the girls on Instagram who now do the waxing, like they do the
Oh,
waxing,
yeah.
and they post the before and after. Remember how you would see infomercials back in the day? You'd be
Yeah.
like, nobody's that hit. And then you see, you're like, this is fake. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like seriously.
no, they are.
And then you see this shit on Instagram. Now I be seeing some of these Jones and be like, it's one chick, I don't know her name, but she would post the Jones, and one of her hashtags was always like, any negative comments get you blocked. And I'm like, you know that there's some negative, because why
Why are we doing that though?
my thing is, why are these pussies so beat down? Like, why are they just
And if
hammered to smithereens?
And if
Like
me as a third party knows it's beat down.
Hammered to smithereens.
You with an intimate one-on-one
you
relationship
doing
with
the waxing.
you gotta know you shouldn't
Fuck all
post it.
that. Why do we have to post my vagina in the beginning?
That too.
Why? Like, it doesn't make it, and it can't be for promotion because nobody's like, oh, that's Don't Call Me White Girl's pussy. You need my face
Yeah.
and my voice. It makes, but that's why I was so particular because please, people listening, do not get it fucked up. I love my people, okay? I love all the black entrepreneurship. Some of you niggas need to just go ahead back to Sears. It ain't for everybody, bitch. Okay?
Back to where?
Sears, man. Home Depot, Lowe's,
Yo, that's
man.
like the ninth Sears reference in the last
CNA,
fucking
whatever, man.
Sears.
It's not for you. I mean, it's not for you. It's like what it is that people see shit. They look on social media and they kind of envy
about
and
it.
want shit, and then
Yep.
it's like no work, no research, no effort.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I don't write jokes for stand up, but I do like warm up on live. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
do pay attention what these motherfuckers like. I don't just make a shirt up the statement I like. I put the statement, you know, my phrase that they're saying to me in my DM all fucking day. Like Lil Baby's baby mom, Jada Waiter. She said, "You're dead, you're done." That's my phrase. She said it all fucking weekend. Everybody on the trip. That's what's going on in the fucking hoodie.
Yeah.
That's people research, whatever the big
Yeah.
word is for that. You know what I mean? I don't have to go to college for that. You think that, you know, I put that together, but some people don't have that sense to click that shit together, and it shows.
Yeah.
Because why are you taking pictures of people's kitty cats and posting them? You know the coochie ugly. Why are you doing that?
That be my joint.
Why
like,
would she come back?
If the pussy is battered, why?
If the pussy's been accosted.
Like why? Because even when they rip the hair off, the
residue.
the area is still. You know what I'm
It
saying?
looks like a minefield in Sudan.
It just, you can see the
You can see the historical data.
or the years of abuse. Like you can see the shit. So I just never understand why they post them before and afters with the.
That's just a perfect example. You're just not going to see an established esthetician posting before and after the
Correct.
vaginas. It's
Yeah.
that girl's doing that because the girl who trained her does that, and the girl who trained her does that. You know what I mean? A lot of this shit, just like the Lash game, these girls are certifying each other in basements, bro, to fuck with your eyeballs.
I
my
actually
nigga.
heard that.
Meanwhile,
Those are your eyeballs.
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, in order to get certified to do lashes, you're supposed to take an esthetician class, which is 1,700 hours, and you get certified in a bunch of shit.
Somebody bought a bitch esthetician class.
I'm in the business of paying for one right now.
Like a nigga, like they know the rates and everything through school, baby girl.
I know how it go.
Because I'm getting the Maybach next year, so we gonna figure this shit out.
Lord knows the money coming. There's so much money in that whole Cosmo world. Who fucking knew?
It's a $10 billion industry, some old shit like that, in terms of like cosmetology and beauty.
I barely know how to tie a scarf. That God didn't bless me like that. And unlike you bitches, I'm not gonna do nobody ponytail because I got followers. Because that's what happens. Like, so they get the followers, they jump in the game. Your drinks you make look shitty. Your platters look shitty.
Yo, I remember I had somebody was like, yo, why don't you promote parties? And I was like, for what?
Why would I? I hate people. That goes against what is my brand. Like,
I'm like, yo, like, if I have to write down the 5 parties I've been to in my life, my 10-year-old John I had at McDonald's is going on the list. Nigga, like, I don't party.
That shit was a groove.
Shit was a moment.
Niggas had mad cheeseburgers.
Like, nigga, we had that whole motherfucking fun place on tilt. Like, what? Like, and he was like, no, real shit. Like, you got to follow him on social media. Everybody fuck with you. You should promote parties. And I'm just like, I don't.
Perfect example. It makes no fucking sense, but it's somebody that would do it.
People do it all the time.
And
every little wave I've seen come across, everybody jumps into it.
Because people mimic the end result and the success as opposed to all the hard work that goes into it. Like, motherfuckers just want to shine and say, oh, I got a business. I see people that's like got like clothing lines and shit like that getting brick and mortar stores, and I'm like, bruh, Nordstrom is closing 7,000 stores. Why the fuck are you Tamika's chicken waffles and t-shirts? Why are you opening up a store?
That's such a good point. Why are we opening up these
Sell
stores?
that shit out
Why
the crib. Sell that shit out. Get you a little event space, $400 a month, a studio somewhere. Like,
why are we opening up a store? Why are we opening?
You're just creating another bill.
I was looking at it yesterday.
We not outside for real.
Why are you opening the
GNC is closing. Penny's is closing.
And you know what's an even better example? These motherfucking grand openings are so grand. Bitch, you ain't made $1. So we already down $1,500 because we had to pay a party planner, the hottest DJ in some kind of way. Even though we doing lashes, we needed Elmo in this motherfucking Wu-Tang.
Yo.
So we got Elmo.
It never fails.
I love my people, but what the fuck?
Elmo dancing always makes me laugh. I don't give a fuck what's happening.
What is the necessity of Elmo at a lash bar opening that bitch up? We just do everything grand and huge, but make it make sense, baby love. Make it make sense, bitch. Let's make some fucking money. Let's start grand opening, B. A 50% off on every service. So we working in this bitch on the grand opening.
Working and doing grand
opening. I could be at a funeral. And the saddest shit ever. If Elmo come in, Elmo dancing always makes me laugh because it's always.
You're welcome, man.
Thank you. It's always like a reformed crackhead in the suit.
I promise you, I watch it and then it's like with me doing promotion. With me doing promotion, these people, and it's mostly men, because the women come correct, they pay.
The women pay.
The women pay.
All the time.
The men are like, yo, 6% of this is going to Breonna Taylor's third cousin, Jimmy, because I know him. We used to shoot dice, so go ahead and throw this repost up. Like, baby, I don't know you or Breonna. I'm not throwing shit up. That's 6%. What about the 94, motherfucker? I want a piece.
When we had our live show at Punchline, the women bought tickets in 5s.
That's how they do.
At a time, 6 at a time in advance.
That's how they do.
Amanda, that's the girl that runs it, right? Amanda told us when we came off the stage after we did all the breakdowns, everything. She was like, "Y'all had 2 guys walk up at 9:50 trying to get in for free.
For free.
The show started at 8. It was done at 10. Yeah. Like, oh, you might as well just let us in that jump.
It's like, and that's why it's like,
this is ridiculous.
I
man.
know it sounds crazy, but I've gotten to know people so much more from this fucking meeting people everywhere because for the most part, if you have balls, there's something wrong with you a little bit.
I definitely agree.
It's crazy.
Men are nuts.
Men are hard to deal with.
Yo, I have real live beef out here over promo. Like, motherfuckers ask me or assume, and it's like, and the thing about it is like, okay, you come to me for promotion, right, and you pay or whatever, and then they're like, write the caption, you funny. Like, this is your baby, bitch. When your lumpy head son turned 10 and you write 3 pages of bullshit that we gotta read for his happy birthday shout out, it's long, it's poetic, it's beautiful. That's your baby. This is your baby.
Right.
How can I do the write up on your baby? How?
It's your shit.
But that's how you know how much they putting into it. They don't give a fuck. And then it's like, yo, nobody with my product is because your shit is bullshit. I seen bullshit sell because of the way it's marketed and promoted. You know what I mean?
Bullshit sells all the time. We was talking about it a couple shows ago. Matt was saying like how, you know, the value of Amazon got inflated because people are on there buying bullshit.
Right.
Like people are buying fucking bedazzles for their fucking car air fresheners and Elmo floor mats and just
Stupid
like nonsense
magnets for the kitchen. Yeah.
because of the way that it's marketed, and they want to be associated with the fucking brand of Amazon and feeling like
they want the box on the steps.
I contributed to $1 trillion company or whatever the fuck it may be.
Even saying that, it shows you how important marketing is. That's what I just explained to the dickhead in my DM this morning. Fuck you from Idaho, wherever the fuck you from, bitch. Fuck you too. When I tried to explain him, because he gave me it got that deep, and that he's like, keep the money, bitch, don't promote it. Well, thank you, nigga. Okay?
Free bands.
Like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to lick your balls to promote your shit? Like, come on. But when I tried to explain to him, it was like, yo, my kids, I have 2 children. My children were about... They were still falling the fuck over from the weight of their heads walking before they knew that those arches mean nuggets. I don't give a fuck where we at.
Yeah.
It could have been Mick Booty Holes because we in a different state and then turned it into a strip club. I want nuggets. That's marketing, dummy. So if you really put it out there enough, motherfuckers going to come and buy it. That's why what you say. Like some people just want the Amazon package to show the other bitches in the neighborhood. I got a package even though you didn't get nothing.
That's some bullshit.
But some bullshit. But that's the whole thing. That's how important marketing is.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like it's... Honestly, it's the most important part of all of it. Your product don't got to be
feels like
shit.
It's common sense, but it's not.
It's people right now that are getting rich, like regular everyday people that are literally getting rich off of selling bullshit products with big marketing budgets.
Yes.
Doing drop shipping. They don't even see the product.
Yes.
They don't know if it's good quality or not. They just selling 9,500 of these motherfuckers a day because they got a crazy marketing budget.
Lupe actually spoke, I don't know if you watched the John, him talking about Kanye and Ferrari and Rolex. Well, he was basically talking about marketing and how we market this shit like Rolex. We market it like, oh, Rolex is the pinnacle of watches, but it's not.
It's not.
And he was like, Rolexes, they're not selling you the material or the product. They're selling you the service. Yeah. So it's like, the watch has to go back to the manufacturer. If you don't, it voids your warranty. Then he was talking about Ferrari, where it's like the cars have to constantly be worked on. They're not selling you the product. They're selling the service. So then he went into Kanye and he was talking about his dealings with Kanye, and he was like, I respect the hell out of Kanye because of what he is and who he is and just how good he is at the branding of Kanye. He's like, is he the best rapper ever? No. Is he the best producer ever? Fuck no. But I've watched him take a not great rap and a not great beat and sell you on this is the best rap and best beat we've ever heard in our lives. He's like, and it's crazy because I was listening to like 808s and Heartbreaks and I listened to Graduation and I'm like, yo, some of your beats really don't be like eccentric, beats that do a lot. But he just is a genius at making you.
I fucking love 808s and Heartbreaks, bro.
808s and Heartbreaks is awesome.
Do you remember when he discovered minimalism and he was pushing that on everybody? And it's like, no, I realized I need to do less instead of doing more. So now I'm trying to see how much I can take away from a beat instead of add to it. He's rapping to this shit.
But right. But Lupe was talking about that, and that's really just him branding the Kanye to where, look at the sneakers. It's literally gotten to the point where he has a shoe with holes in it. Like, it's literally a net. And motherfuckers is like, though, they were trying to resell them for a stack in a 50. It's just ridiculous because it says Yeezy on it. Yeah, and that's what it is, getting that Yeezy box.
Moon Cosmetics, I think that I heard that it was good. I don't know, but it's super expensive, $1 million out the kitchen. You know what I mean? And
she's doing $1 million to $2 million every drop.
Yo, and she targeted.
Young black girl, she's like 19 or 20.
She targeted I don't know what you call that, but when like, for instance, G Herbo baby mom, Ari, shout out to Ari. We cool. She's very cool, down to earth. Mm-hmm. She posted me, I got like 50,000 followers. That's the most I ever got from somebody.
Her fans are like, they do whatever the fuck she tell them to do.
Beehive-ish. Yeah. She got on Instagram and said, follow her, she funny as hell, G. In a Chicago accent. They was like, boop. So I went to sleep with 50, 60 and woke up with over 100. It was unbelievable.
Damn.
And they're still there. So when I look at my analytics, I could totally sell out a show in Chicago. But I had to kind of like figure out what was up with that because when we came up, we didn't know nobody baby mama, what her name was. Facts. We knew DMX lady was named Tiana and she was a little rough in the face. And you had to imagine she had to be tough because this nigga was crazy. Mm-hmm. But other than that, whose wives did we know and follow or girlfriends or baby
Very
mom?
Very few, if any.
Yeah.
So this is the new generation thing. I had to call my little cousins like, yo, who is? I got to do the sneak follow back in the middle of the night because I don't fucking know. No shade. she's a businesswoman. She's eating. Ari's eating. Them club appearances, yo, she's getting bread.
10 bands.
We trying to bring her to, like, you know, I live in Delaware. I'm trying to bring her to Delaware for this major party. I know the numbers. She's getting more than that.
Damn.
She's the shit.
Well, I'm sorry. Pre-pandemic, she was getting 10 bands.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yo, listen, I don't know, but that's who Moon Cosmetics targeted, the fucking influencer. You know what I mean? I just can't wait till I get up there. I just can't wait till it's my turn, man, for real. Because it's a website that you can put your names in right now and see how much your post is worth. I'm charging half of my post are worth.
Right.
My cohorts are charging what the fuck their posts are worth, and they're fucking getting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has it become a focus, or are you trying to turn it into a focus in terms of like constantly having marketing posts and getting paid for them?
I've been doing promos since I got a fucking K behind. 3K was rolling.
It was going
from the door, because that's how I looked at it. Because all this shit is new to me. I never was like home done it. Never in my wildest dreams would I thought I would have got into entertainment. Like, I've always been funny. I went viral. I tried stand up. I liked it. That's just how I went. So from the fucking gate, it's been get the money.
Right.
That's why you're not gonna see me with like, you know, no shade to other comedians, Philadelphia comedians, but you're not gonna see me with them niggas because they want to give you $50, $100.
No
I got
bullshit.
the punchline. I get the whole door. That's my show. I hire the niggas. I'm the one with the following. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You been doing comedy since 1992 when you had a motherfucking box, and these niggas come out on this Instagram. It's like you don't really want to fuck with them. Like y'all ain't no real comedians. You ain't put in the real work.
Right.
I used to walk to the comedy club and walk home barefoot, and my mother ain't give me shit. And I used to tell jokes on the subway. But nigga, I make a video from the shitter and go viral, and then I make a t-shirt, and then I sell a show. You know what I mean? It's like, and I don't knock either or, because I'm a huge fan of Richard Pryor Davis, but them niggas did that club to club to club. We in 2020 and don't go like that.
If you don't assimilate to the new environment and the new way shit is being done, you're gonna get left in the dust. Like, some people just be content to be dinosaurs their whole life and just keep trying to force us to assimilate to 20 years ago. Like, it's not 20 years ago.
Yeah, old niggas, old DJs do that shit a lot. Like, we used to actually crate dig.
I used to have to carry 44
the
crates.
And
y'all was dickheads.
Yeah, I was some morons.
Thank you for doing it. But
loud ass nigga, y'all was fucking tripping.
Everything I need right here.
Yeah, but for sure, like,
real shit.
For sure, I thought it was gonna be. I thought that it was just naive, and I thought that they were gonna be like, what? She raw, she funny. They were gonna come. No, it was. I mean, literally, like, and then it would be that they would steal shit, because they steal, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of cutthroat with that type of shit, but it is what it is. I'm confident that if the right people see me, it's on. So that's what I'm going through.
It's all about exposure and timing.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I do. I don't do $1 million worth of game because I'm like, yay, I want to sit between two 40-year-old niggas and debate about male, female things. My brand represents independent women, kind of ratchet, kind of aggressive. We don't care about what men think. So even that thing that me and Gillie do, that back and forth, nobody gives a shit. Right. My DM is full of people like, yo, I wish she shut the fuck up and let you talk. I don't have those people that are interested in that. So the other side, his fan base are like, please teach us the game. You know what I mean? Right. So I think it works or whatever, but it's like, bro, like, I don't do that shit for that. I do it to be around two successful people that are really successful in this arena that I'm in. Right. Two fucking winners. And also, because I did a podcast on my own already, I want to bring my podcast back. My podcast was like, in the ghetto, Mr. Clark put the chains on the doors. This is a nice setup they got here, everybody. It smell good, the carpet clean.
We got waters.
They got water, the big water with the nice tops. Where I was doing my shit in the Southwest, man.
Oh, that's your first mistake.
Oh, yeah.
We from Southwest and don't go there.
Oh, my God. It's a studio. Like, I don't even remember what street it is, but I just know it was like this on a Chinese store, and it's in the back. Like, you have to go up in the back, like it's a gate, it's gated, and you wouldn't know it was there, and it's fairly kind of new, but once you get up there, it's like studios, rap studios and shit. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a Chinese store in the corner.
That's every
and
corner.
And then it's a train.
Southwest.
It's a train right above, like a train that goes across, so it's real dark. You walk under, it's real scary.
That sounds like the whole Southwest and West.
I'm about to say that. The train
that
goes
shit
through
is
the whole
awful.
Southwest. So where you from?
I'm from North Philadelphia originally. I'm from Delaware too. I'm from Phillyware. I made that term up. I know a lot of good people from Delaware. I fuck with Delaware. Delaware is cool. It's super violent.
They a little different.
They different.
They a little different.
They different. Wilmington is different, but it's similar. Wilmington is super dangerous.
Wilmington is...
But then it's another part of Wilmington. It's like $800,000 houses.
Yeah.
Brandy wine.
But all that shit right there by 95 you get your issue over there.
I had to go down
there. That
there.
shit is Camden mixed with Frankfurt.
Kensington.
I remember I went to a sneaker release and I got the Jordan 4s, the white cement Jones came out. They told me they had 15s. Long story short, got there, they didn't have none. Biggest size they had was a 13. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm here. Just give them to me. I'll sell them.
Yeah.
Put them on eBay. Dude hit me like, yo, do you do local drop-offs or whatever? I'm like, not really, but... You know, he was like, well, he told me he was a sneaker manager at a sneaker villa in Delaware. He's like, I've been looking for them Jones in 13. Can I meet you on let's meet on South Street somewhere? Like, I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know, cool.
Yeah.
Daytime, I got my pistol.
Right.
Cool.
Smoke this nigga.
Yeah, meet me on 4th and South.
Smoke this nigga.
I meet the nigga. I meet the nigga. He legit sneaker villa manager. He like, I work at the John in Wilmington on something in Market. Maybe 6 in Market.
Market Street.
So I'm like, all right, yeah. He's like, yo, and we be getting 15s, boom, boom, boom. So then he hit me like, yo, we got 2 phone posits and some other shit in the 15. I was like, yeah. He sent me the pictures. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come get them. Now I never been to Market Street ever. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't the same as Market Street in Philly.
It is though. Like 52nd.
Well, the bad part,
that's
Market.
exactly when
Not to cut you off, that's their downtown. Just to let you know. That is the epicenter. That is it.
When I got down there, I'm like, I didn't know Delaware had all this shit going on. Like, it was live like a motherfucker down there. It blew my mind. I'm like, I never knew that was in the middle of fucking Wilmington out of, because, you know, my family's in Bear, Newcastle, Smyrna. Everybody's suburban and, you know, spread out.
When I came to Delaware around like 99, 1 murder a year. I had a close friend. She was murdered in front of her children like 4 years ago. Her sons, tying her shoe. Somebody shot up the street. He hit her in the back once and another girl in the leg. And the ambulance, the EMTs, they were scared because there's a lot of niggas outside. They just were scared to get through the crowd. She died in the street in front of her 2-year-old and 3-year-old. Most recently, a girl, RIP Lexi murdered. She 21. Another guy 16. RIP Slim. I mean, the murders are crazy. And the thing about Wilmington is tiny. So we was running around being crazy. We'd be down the projects fighting. And by the time we get back home, somebody's mom will be like, that's your cousin. Like, that's how connected people are. But it's super violent. And then it's a little slow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have no Adun Day, Puerto Rican Day. There's no culture, no museums, no nothing.
Yeah, you got a good point on that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nothing
It's
to
nothing
really do.
to fucking do. Nothing.
Just crime.
And so it changed. Like, it's just, I can, to the point that I don't know if I will raise my kids there. Only because Bear is so close to Wilmington. When my mother moved me from Philadelphia to Newcastle, I hung in Riverside in the projects because I was a city
You was
person.
tripping.
No, I was from
I know
North.
them Riverside niggas. You tripping.
I was in school with all them, but when you from Philly and you move to the suburbs with crickets and trampolines, it's not the same.
Ain't no
so you
action.
kind of
Yeah, you
right.
looking for
just-
action.
So even though that still wasn't what I was used to, but it was like close to it. So
Right.
that's what. But I'm fear my kid. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna raise my kid. Wilmington is fucking dangerous. I don't fuck around. You know what I mean? Like I
can believe it. Like,
yeah, it's rough.
I think that's like
And it's all innocent bystander shit. Like it's never the dude they looking
Dang.
for. It's always somebody walking by.
that's the joint. Even with Philly, that's the one that bugs me out the most. It's like, if y'all gonna have y'all shootout, right? Y'all plan, or not even if it's planned. It's like, you know, y'all decide,
Meet
they
at
go to
12
boy.
o'clock and
Yeah, like yeah,
shut
like
it down.
There's no more of that shit.
Y'all don't want to know what I think about this.
But my thing is, if you gonna have your shootout, right? You gonna have your there go the boy right there. Why not go over there? You know what I'm saying?
Or why not just wait till he walk away from the crowd?
Like, yeah, like if you see him talking to the crossing guard, why? Like, what the fuck is the purpose?
First of all, the younger generation, number one, they're more concerned with making noise, making a
Yeah, it's
scene.
all it is, yeah.
has nothing really to do with getting your
It's
target.
so that people know I'm shooting.
That's it. So that's they would rather do the barbecue. Me, I have a super violent way to look at this, but it's true. I just feel like, why not go to somebody's house, get in their trash can, pop out of it, little 22, right
Oscar
in
the
the head,
Grouch
boom,
shit,
you
yeah.
dead. Because that's a chance of maybe getting the fuck away. You know what I mean? And for sure, you close enough that you can hit an extremity where you going knock this nigga down, or he not gonna be able to tie his motherfucking shoe. What's the goal here?
Like-
because if you hit him in the leg, he'd come back and hurt you. That's what you would think. But these
Shooters
younger
get on
niggas,
Instagram and tell people they shoot. Like I'm shooting shit up.
I don't know about y'all, but I am totally freaked out about it,
Yeah.
that. Like, I still, when I see it, like, I'll hear it, and I'll go to Twitter and see the guy, like, yeah, I'm smoking your op, or whatever, and I'm still like,
Yeah.
like, I just can't believe, you know what I mean? 'Cause,
Like, people be thinking that,
remember
like,
we used to
crime
be
isn't
criminals,
illegal.
and we would hide the crime.
Yeah,
remember?
for sure.
We used to be like, "Shh, don't tell nobody we doing this. But now it's like, yo, I killed them, nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? I just can't wrap my brain around that still. I just don't get
I
it.
told you, a random motherfucker I don't know, like we in the same city, of course, but I've never met this person. And he posted some shit. I was going through my IG story, and he posted like weed. And I hit the hard eye jump, like, damn, that shit look good. It hit me back like, oh yeah, that's in. And I'm like, well, I don't need any of it. But I was just like, good luck.
Good
like,
looking weed, though.
Yeah.
Good luck with the marijuana.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, that's in. And I'm like, all right, cool. And it's just, that's how crazy we are now.
Motherfuckers have convinced themselves that like the police and the feds and all of that are not on social media, and they're locking niggas up every day because of social media. It's the dumbest shit ever.
I went to court with my nephew. My nephew was shot, and they were trying to get him to testify, and he wouldn't, so they ended up locking him up. He was young too, so he was like, whatever. But they pulled his motherfucking Instagram up.
That's the first thing they do.
And I remember they kept trying to ask him, did he know a guy? And he was like, no, don't know him,
This
right?
ain't you, right?
And then it would go from a picture of 10 niggas to 8 niggas to 6 to just them, like bro love, like
Yeah.
I love
So you
nigga. I love
didn't say
you
I'll
sure?
smoke. You didn't say I'll smoke anybody about
Over
at
this?
this nigga.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
He said straight face, I don't know him. I'm like, this nigga is this is
Yeah, he
amazing.
did the Lil Kim shit. He perjured himself for no reason.
Yo, I mean, I don't know what the correlation is. I got jammed up on Instagram myself. When I first started going viral, I got into something with somebody from high school because a lot of my little biz, it's easy to like slide into some other shit because people like to say, I'll smack the shit out you. And being that the Lord's still working on me, I'm like, meet me on, you know.
Yeah.
So it was just like some regular old shit, but she called the cops and I'm driving and I get pulled over and I get arrested and I go to jail. And the judge is like, did you, and I quote say, Newcastle County ain't that big, bitch. I will see you. And my face was like red because this was a DM. So I was like, no, like I did not. You know what I mean? And the thing about it, she harassed me. The worst part about all that stuff, almost every time somebody reports my page or calls the cops or try to get in contact with Gillie and Wallo, they do all kind of shit. Call DHS. The people always started first. The people always started first. And that's why it's like, yo, the girl that I talked about your dandruff.
People ain't shit, man.
I want you to know that it's not your fault that your mother didn't love you enough to wash your hair good. And I meant what I said about that dandruff. But I want you to know that you would have had my children live with Chinese people over that, bitch. That's crazy.
She called DHS.
She's still listening. This bitch is crazy. She's obsessed. She's my first subscriber on my YouTube. My first subscriber. And I went to jail like the next day for some shit from October because she called the police on me for real. It's against the law to say that you'll whoop somebody's ass on Instagram.
Yes.
Even if they say they'll whoop your ass first.
So you can't retaliate?
No. No. It's basically who reports who first.
Right.
Now, as far as with the cops, because what happened was they deleted my page, and I couldn't figure out how I couldn't get it back. But that's why the police own it. So anybody listening, if you lost your page and you've done everything you're supposed to do and you can't get it back,
police own you.
Nigga, if you sell drugs and you do a little scamming, okay, that might be the police. They have your page because that's the people that really get to shut it down. You can't get it back.
Yeah, they seized your shit.
They seized my shit for misdemeanor. Misdemeanor harassment. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
and she totally
nuts.
harassed me first, but it's like whatever.
Yeah, what you ultimately realize is as you continue to ascend in life and go up, that you in a lose-lose situation.
I am.
And even just for engaging these people, you lost a page, you cased up, you go to jail. All this bullshit because
Crazy.
you responded to their aggressive energy.
And mind you, it was more of a like, bitch, we used to carry my lunch and my books and shit. We was cool in high school. So it's like, but I swear to God, people think that you can't see it. They assume so many DMs I get when I respond to the guy. He's like, I never thought you would open it. That's why I asked you, can you suck my dick and lick my balls? Because I never think. I am so
That's
sorry.
why I said, do you eat ass?
That's why I asked, do you like gooch for real?
I just sent it. I didn't think you was going to get back to me about sucking dick.
They put followers with money. Like, these people think I have money and I'm famous. Like, I'm a regular bitch. I'm in ShopRite putting shit back. You know what I mean? Put that shit back and get the cheaper shit. That's what I'm at right now. It's like, but these motherfuckers think something different just because I have a couple followers. It's sick.
Oh, yeah, they definitely attribute followers to money.
It's niggas that flirt with me for reposts. Straight out rappers. I should say your fucking name. Like, WCW for a repost. Like, it's real. This clout drug shit is for real. It's for real. Like, and it's sick. Like, but I mean, if you gonna eat some pussy for a repost.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Ow.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Uh,
I like it up here.
So let me ask you this. Do you? Because that's the one thing I always tell you that I don't know if I'm necessarily ready for is like that.
Yo,
Like,
sucks.
I think we got a great product. Am I necessarily ready to be like on the front line of black podcasting? No, because
sucks.
I don't like people walking up to me now.
Yo.
Like when I'm out and like, even the other day, the girl was like, oh shit, what's up, Matt? Make me sick. I'm like, what's up? And you know how I'll be like this. I'm getting my cut tomorrow. I can see you looking. But I had my hat like this. And she was like, what's up with you, Matt? Make me sick. I was like, what's going on? She was like, you letting your hair grow back? Man, get the fuck away from me. Like,
On my way here, you know what somebody said to me? She said, you Wallo girl.
yeah.
I said, hi. She said, Wallo's girl. I said, hi. She said, you sick, ain't you? I could tell you look sick. Like,
What bitch?
dog,
You
this
trying to
shit.
go through something?
The face was everything. Like, well,
You sick, ain't you? I can see it.
Yo.
I'm
Matt,
perfectly fine. What are you
Yo.
talking about?
how often are you approached?
I'm not. It's not even
Would
that
you
I'm
say
approached.
daily?
It's daily, but motherfuckers from across the street riding down the. Somebody the other day yelled out the car, "Matt, make me sick." What up, nigga? I'm like,
And here's the thing.
What's going on, man?
right now, Jesus.
I follow Matt for years, right?
Yeah.
And I paid attention. The nigga don't like people. My mother doesn't like people. I saw you twice and did not say shit. I kind of like felt like, oh, look at Matt. You know what I mean? But I'm like, this nigga not about to give me no fucking grunt.
Give me the
you know
cold
what I mean?
shoulder.
He doesn't want
I
to
just-
fucking meet. Like,
If you on some normal shit, oh shit, what's up, yo? I follow you on the gram. Oh, what's up? Like them, but it's just the when you say my at name loud, you know what I'm saying? I'm already, buying fucking cheap sweatpants and JCPenney. Why the fuck are you screaming from across the? I'm minding my business over here. Oh shit, what up, man? Baby,
These niggas all out of extra larges. What the fuck is going on?
I had a girl almost
She
not.
did.
Bullshit.
She dead ass was like, "Oh shit, what up, Matt? Made me sick." I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "You letting your hair grow back?" I was like, "Man, you don't even fucking know me, bitch." I don't know what
I'm about to get the man unit.
I don't know what I'm going through,
Fuck.
bitch.
Real quick. I was trimming my beard during the whole quarantine. So I shaved my head all the time, but I knew I was getting a cut this week is my birthday. I'm doing all this shit Friday, Saturday, whatever. So I was like, I was going to holler at, I was basically telling my homie, I got to figure out who the fuck I'm going to get to cut my hair. I'm like, let me holler at my barber to see if they're back rolling. This is nigga barber shit. I call him 100% nigga barber. I say, yo, you back cutting? He was like, yeah, we back rolling. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so what are the new stipulations in place for the COVID? He was like, what you mean?
How you mean?
He's like, what you mean? I'm like, do y'all have any new procedures or any goings
Words
on?
Do I
too
need to
big
wait in the
already.
car? Do I need
Your
to wear
words
a
are too big
mask?
already.
He was like, oh, you need to make a reservation. Great. This is perfect for me. Make an appointment because I hate going to the barbershop and sitting there for 6
5 hours.
listening to y'all talk about who fucking and what bitch and this, that. I hate that shit.
Right.
LeBron and Jordan.
Could a
and
tiger beat a lion?
You really think LeBron could take Kareem in the post? I
Yeah,
don't want to
oh
do
my
this
God,
shit.
yeah.
So I like when he say you got to make an appointment, I'm like, bet. When's your next available appointment? What you mean? Why do you keep asking me what I mean,
I
nigga?
hate that.
I'm
I
like,
hate
what? He's
that.
like, what you mean? I'm like, this was Saturday. So I'm like, I'm sure you're not cutting Sunday or Monday. Most barbershops don't operate Sunday, Monday. He's like, yeah, I don't really move on Sunday and Monday every now and then, but not this Sunday. I mean, not this Monday. So I'm like, all right, bet. So what's your next appointment on Tuesday? He's like, I don't got an appointment book. Nigga, you
What
just
the
said
fuck are you
just
talking
said
about?
I have to make an appointment. So he was like, yeah, so just let me know when you coming. That's not an appointment, nigga. So I'm like, is Tuesday at noon cool? He was like, all right, Tuesday noon, I'll holler at you. Just hit me up ahead of time, let me know you're on
me
your
up
way.
like
You
10.
totally have no appointment.
I'm like, so
It's
I'm,
worse. You're
I'm,
walking.
I'm gonna get there.
You're fucking walking.
It's gonna be 6 niggas arguing about
Yes.
Kareem and LeBron.
It's gonna be somebody's son in the chair on Zoom school.
I'm like, yo, this is just ridiculous, yo.
Sick, yeah.
I'm just like, nigga, but I'm like, this is, and as I was arguing with him, I rode past a Great Clips on McDade Boulevard.
I could just slide.
And I'm like, I'm about to just go.
You better not.
They don't even have T outliners in the great clips.
Like, I'll be sick of this shit. Like, I'll be so ready to go to the haircutter dealing with nigga barbers. It's just ridiculous.
No.
He really said, you need to make an appointment. I said, let me make an appointment. And then he said, I don't have an appointment book. Why the fuck are we even discussing appointments?
Could you, back to, not to cut you off, but back to what you were saying, could you imagine a clip from this going viral and then, like, boom, you're famous?
Because it can happen that easily.
That's just how it goes.
Honestly, the power of reviews kind of get to me a little bit. Because
Yeah.
it started out me doing it on my story. And motherfucker, Rob was like, yo, you need to make this a video so it can be shared. All right. I did it after, like, because if you look on my page last season, the first couple episodes, they were on my IG story.
Yeah.
You know, it disappears. So I was like, all right, I posted it. First joint had like 1,100 views, whatever. Next joint had like 2,000. Next joint had like $4 grand. And niggas from New York was like, yo, we better not catch you up here, pussy. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
You know it's working when you get death threats. Yeah, you know it's working when you getting death threats. They gave me death threats over my ugly baby video. They don't like that.
A nigga hit me with a blue check, some rapper from New York, and was like, yeah, I don't like how you be dissing the show because it put rappers on and put motherfuckers on. I don't feel that shit. So yeah, I better not run into you. And I was like, yo, real talk, I feel what you're saying, but we need an intro for the podcast. I was like,
here's our bio. You take a look at this.
He never hit me back, but he definitely sent me a death threat and shit. That was last week when I said I don't like Method Man as an actor and shit.
To Cal Cochran.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'll take the money. The fame part sucks, and I think that's what a lot of people clamor for, which is fucking crazy to me. Because
Honestly,
I totally would rather not.
I'll be keeping it being with you, and that's the reason why I kind of shied away from the comedy. Me and you, we talk, so we've had these conversations, and Mona's like, yo, why the fuck you not doing comedy?
Because he funny. That's my type of comedy. That dry shit,
Pete,
I like that.
I get on stage at the Laugh Factory in Chicago. I like smashed it. I got like a fucking standing ovation and shit. And it was Clint's show. He was headlining. So there was the night that LeBron and them won the championship, Game 7. That's how I always remember, because I ran off stage to go to the bar to see the game and shit. And after the show, people, because you do these shows, people want to take pictures and talk to you. And motherfuckers is coming up to me, and my wings had just came out from the. So I
can see the steam coming off the.
It was 2 minutes left. Nobody scored. Remember, for like the last 3-4 minutes, and my wings had just came out. And the guy came up and was like, "Yo, man, you real funny." And I was like, "Get your fucking hands off me!" I lost it. I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And people was like scared to come up to me because of the way I like. And Clint came over and was like, "Yo, you gotta like shake hands and da da da." I'm like, "Man, I done did my fucking time.
I did my 4 minutes.
I did what the fuck I was supposed to do." And it's just that aspect of it bothers me. It scares the fuck out of me. Like when you hear Kevin Hart, like, yeah, he gotta get somebody to go to Costco for him, and somebody, because Kevin Hart can't go to Costco. Like, he just can't.
I found myself hoodie, glasses, walking low, because I love my late night Wawa adventure.
Yo, remember I said Beyonce can't go to Wawa 2 in the morning and get a soup?
Sometimes I shoplift, sometimes I snack test, sometimes I flirt with the people making the sandwiches. I enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's like my time out, and that's ruined for me. Them niggas know me at Wawa.
Like, you ever heard like people watching? Yeah. Like, you can't just go and just be outside.
No.
And then the craziest part is people think something wrong with you.
Yo,
like,
listen, let me tell you this.
Fucked up.
This is what keeps happening to me, and this sucks, because I'm on a show with these two huge stars, So it makes me think of like the guy that hangs with Drake. You know what I mean? It's like, as he's getting his cock sucked, he's like, "But you said you were going to introduce." You said, "I am going to introduce you." You know what I mean? Because that's the only time anybody sucks his cock, when they ask him about his friend. That's my life. Because it's like, people go to my live and like, "Oh my God, I love you so much." What does Wallo smell like? Like, that's how it go. And it's always men, because they're cocksuckers. All you are cocksuckers. It's always them, like asking, but it just makes you, like, remind you, like, you're not that important, bitch. So what happens to me outside is I'll get one girl running up like, "Oh my God, pussy pep ready," but she's holding up the line at Chick-fil-A. So then I have the whole line like, "Who is this bitch looking at me at the slippers? Like, look at her slippers. She can't be a celebrity. Who the fuck is she?" Irritated because other person that's running into me loves me, because the fan base I had, they really, really like me a lot, which is scary. You know what I mean?
It's wild to be.
Selena got killed by a fan.
Yo, I mean, I'm talking like, yo.
Selena.
When, come on that floor.
Oh, Selena. I thought you were talking about a chick named Selena. You Selena's. I know he's talking about Selena's. You were talking about some chick named Selena.
Come on, guys. Ay, como le fuere.
I ain't know he's talking about Selena's. Selena's was, that was her lady that killed her.
Yeah, the fucking head of her fan club.
Listen,
You know, I got a lot of shit one day because I was like, Puerto Rican chicks look real good till they turn 35. Then they all look like the lady that killed Selena. And all these Puerto Rican bitches start DMing me.
Till they turn 17.
That shit went left. It was a joke. It was a simple joke.
You can't tell
That
jokes
shit
on the internet?
I thought this is what the internet was for. Like, what the fuck?
it's to the point that if somebody came to me, some famous comedian, and like, yo, I'll pay you whatever, but you got to delete your Instagram, I'm deleting that shit. I would never see you niggas again.
I
Goodbye.
contemplate deleting all this
My
social media
goal
shit
in life is to
deeply.
never see niggas again.
Like,
I'm actively
we
working
talk
towards
about
And let
it.
me ask y'all this, because I don't want to be like superstitious, but I almost feel like the people that don't clamor for it, because I never wanted it, it just came. I think that you get it faster. Does that make sense?
I feel like it's one
In
of
some
the
cases.
you're
Because
not.
I don't want to be famous at all, and it's happening.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
if you're not actively pursuing something, it almost like what's for you is for you.
Right.
So it's like if you're trying your hardest, like I've watched motherfuckers break their neck
Me
to
too.
try to go like viral
Yes.
and try to like do.
And you feel embarrassed. You ever feel embarrassed for a motherfucker?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Like, I don't even want to shout out some of these pages, but like some of these people on Instagram are just doing out and out, like, you fucking with God.
Like I just watch a lot of shit that go on now, and it's just I've just got like perfect example. We was talking earlier. You ever watch motherfuckers hit a ticket?
Oh,
And
yeah. Then they turn into fucking Bob Bulgaris.
It's on everything, and it just be like, I came from the casino today. I ain't about to like post shit and go berserk. It's just like, but everybody wants the acknowledgement for any and
You see a
everything.
motherfucker had a first viral tweet, and then all 8 tweets is in that same
in the
format.
same thread, or the motherfuckers will attach tweets.
Yeah.
And
Like
the
put
thing-
it on that tweet.
Perfect example, like, I went viral today or yesterday, right? I can't reach this.
I got you.
I went viral today or yesterday, and I go viral on a regular basis on Twitter, right?
I get kicked off Twitter on a regular basis. We
I
are
was
not the same.
driving here. I saw official TRP followed you. I'm like, oh, back in business.
back up.
It's
I
back.
have never, ever posted something on Twitter and it went viral. Like, it's always them clipping me, and I always look like this. But that's what I mean. That's organic. That's for
66,000
real.
likes.
And this is going viral again. This
Yeah.
is from a live I did a year ago.
Honestly, when it comes to like, especially Twitter, that's where you see more of the influencer shit. Because all it takes is the right person to come on your tweet.
And then it's out of
And
here.
Like Ross said this shit this morning. Scott Van Pelt gored it. Wildfire.
Yeah.
I remember I tweeted, bitches ask God for a husband and then get mad when a married man DMs them. And Chad Johnson came on and was like, you a fool, cuz it was so many women, like, shut your fat ass up. Like, it was ridiculous. And it was simply because of him. And I was almost like, what the fuck you comment on the tweet? That's all it takes. The right person retweet it or comment on it.
I totally haven't mastered Twitter. I don't understand it. And
Yeah,
even
Twitter
with my
is-
shit, like,
I love Twitter, but Twitter
I
is
have a hate relationship.
I just don't understand it. And I almost feel like bad because I think if I did, I would do so much better on it. But I
Yeah.
literally are getting it 3 days later, like, yo, you went viral again. That's it. You know what I mean? And then even with, because I kind of want to step to Jada Waiter. She said my phrase a lot of times. The bitch don't even follow me. Can you buy a hoodie or something?
Uh-huh.
Like,
You
come
buy
on,
100
show
hoodies?
some love. Throw an ad on it, bitch. At me.
Yeah.
I hate that. Meek Mill's is somebody that I've tried to get to post me. I haven't done that with a lot of people, but I have tried. And he never reposted me. And then this gay guy posted my video and he reposted him.
Wait, what happened?
You heard it.
He
So
reposted your video.
she's reached out to Meek.
Yeah.
Post
Same
this,
nigga that put on
whatever.
Nazi Twice in your A-Town.
Yeah. Post this shit.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about the video. You posted video. The guy reposted your video.
On Twitter, and he reposted it.
Oh,
This
okay.
gay guy,
Reposted the
yeah.
guy's repost.
I just find
But it
hard-
was you.
But it was her.
It was me, though.
Oh, I thought it was like a guy imitating you or something.
No, it was me. It was me. I did have
Because I see people imitate your Pat Ready video all the time.
I had a guy do
Like
Pat-
almost like a TikTok.
the
type
TikTok.
thing.
I did
Yeah.
like a little challenge. But I had a guy redo Pat Ready as Dick Ready and just pretend like he wrote it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but like I said, my followers are different. Like, yo, I always want to try to sell dinners. I did the dinner thing. It sucked. It's so much work. What the fuck? Can you believe people stand in the kitchen to do that for one? The money was good or whatever, but I made probably $400. People that didn't live anywhere near me, they love me like that. Like, yo, I just want to support you. I just want to buy something, give the platter away. Like the fan base that I have it's solid, yo. And I don't even want to just like say it because it kind of feels weird, but yo, they really show love, like genuine love, like.
Yeah, we experienced that when we had our live show. We had probably about a good 20 tickets that was sold to people that was like, I'm not coming, I can't come, I'm in California, I'm in Africa.
Yeah,
like,
motherfuckers was buying tickets from
I just want to buy a ticket, do a giveaway, I'll pay for 2 tickets, whatever like that.
Can't y'all feel when the love is real for somebody?
Oh, for sure.
Even if it's online, I can, you know what I mean? So
we had this one guy from Spanish guy from New York. He had just sent us some money randomly. Was like, yeah, I don't need no acknowledgement or nothing for this. I just want to donate to y'all show. He go $200. Do whatever the fuck y'all need to it. Put it to a recording time, whatever. Yeah. I just want to support y'all because y'all be talking the type of shit that I want to hear.
You can always tell when it's genuine. I always say it. It's funny because he did it the other day. It's this nigga that worked in my job. Every time he see, we might not see each other 2 months because just schedules. But when he see me, yo, what's up with the podcast? And I literally like. I remember asking him a couple times, like, do you listen to it? I mean, I'm gonna start fucking
getting around to it.
Yeah, but he said, I literally just started lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, every time he asked me, it's just the shit.
I just had Kobe on that joint. You know
I thought we had Obama, Michelle on that. Like, the shit is lit. You know what I'm saying? When I told him we had Michelle Obama, he was like, damn, y'all got Michelle? I'm like, yeah, you know how we do. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna listen nowhere.
Just because. But it's like, yeah, you can tell when it's like, you know, a real deal, genuine thing. Like, somebody's really coming through to fuck with you. Somebody's, you know, genuinely like, I like y'all. I like what y'all got going. I like what y'all doing. You know, I'm going to fuck with it. And that's, you know, it's one of them things. I've literally stopped maybe like 2 years ago asking people, like, yo, you fuck with the joint? Like, after like the first 6 months,
pointless.
It's just like, if you fuck with it, I know already because you're going to know what we talking about. You're going to know the lingo. You're going to know what happened in this conversation, what happened in that conversation. And, you know, if you don't fuck with it, it's really nothing.
I honestly never fucking listened or watched a podcast until I was on one.
Yeah.
And I don't
Same for me till
A lot of our
that's just the truth.
85-90% of our fan base are people that never listened to a podcast before our podcast. And they tell us, I never listen.
Motherfuckers don't know how to work
I didn't
the
even
app.
know I had a podcast app on my phone. I'm like, yeah, you got an iPhone, right? It's preloaded on there.
What station I got to tune into on the radio like that?
So right now that you guys do watch, do you have like a favorite? Do you have something that you like to watch?
I was actually telling Jules yesterday because we were talking about the watching of podcasts, and I can't do it. Like, because it's a lot of people who hit us like with the video aspect, like, oh, it's so much easier to watch as opposed to listen. Mm-hmm. For me, I'm a listener because the gym, going and back because I have a job where I can't just sit and have, you know, my phone like this unless I'm on some bullshit because we got cameras on the bus. So it's like I can't do that. So it's hard for me to sit and watch 2 hours, $1 million a game.
That motherfucking that gold. If he could put a GoPro right there.
Oh, listen. I was saying yesterday, I need a GoPro
only
just
when you
on
drive
the
to 33.
strength. No,
you drive to 33.
Just in my life, I can get into I go to Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday, right?
I love Bed Bath & Beyond, man.
Listen, I want a vacuum cleaner. That's the only the dog done fucked the vacuum cleaner.
They're expensive as fuck there.
Here, go peep game. I go into Bed Bath & Beyond out Delaware. I leave my dad crib. So I come in and shit. I got my 20% off my entire purchase. Like, I got the real coupons. I ain't even got to come. You know, motherfuckers come in 50 coupons. I got 20% off everything. So I come in. I get the little shit I needed. You know, you start buying bullshit, kitchen mats and kitchen gloves and all stupid shit. So I'm like, damn, I came for a vacuum cleaner. I go over to the vacuum cleaners. The cheapest one I see is like $4.99.
Yeah.
So and you know, vacuum cleaners now, they fucking shampoo, connect the Bluetooth, you know, all the just crazy shit. So I'm just like, yo, where are the regular $100 vacuum cleaners?
Yeah, where's the Bissell?
Where's the Bissell?
In the porn shop.
Where the Bissells at? I don't need a shirt.
They're all light and
fucking,
like fold up. You can fold them up and shit.
Yeah, I don't need no boutique brand.
Dog, the shit, the robot
vacuum.
that go around. I don't need none of that shit.
I love the new vacuum.
So I asked the little metrosexual kid to work there. I'm like, yo, where are like the regular
Zac Efron?
I'm like, where are the regular vacuum cleaners at? He was like, what do you mean? I'm like, the vacuum cleaners that are like, oh, the cheapest one I see is like $500. He was like, I mean, this is Bed Bath & Beyond.
Exactly.
I'm like, all right, pussy, you had to get
Like,
sassy.
spicy.
That was spicy as shit.
Man, you literally in the wrong place, though.
Fucking Mets hat and hair like Bobby Shmurda. I'm like, that was some sassy shit, but all right, cool. So I start looking around. I find the Bissells. I see the Bissell. I do the price because there was no price on it. Yeah. I'm like, this is how bad it is because it was like tucked behind a bunch of shit. I do the price scan. It was $80. $70. I'm like, this is money right here. So Pete, I get it, throw it in the cart. I come up to the front of to the cash register and shit. White lady named Maureen working the register or whatever. I put the little shit up. So I got the vacuum cleaner in the cart. So I put the vacuum cleaner up just so you could scan it, put it back in the cart. When I handed it to her, she's like, oh, this is light. Man, where did you find this? I was like,
Did you bring this in? You brought this
Was there anything in the box?
Are you selling this shit?
Do we owe you money
Yeah.
for this? This a turn-in
I
program?
was like, it's in the vacuum cleaner aisle, but I don't know if you ever peeped the vacuum cleaner aisle. It's like fences and it's tarps hanging over the fences. So I like lifted the tarp and I pulled it out of there.
Behind the wall.
So she was like, man, this is great. This is light. She did the pressure. She said $80. She's like, this is perfect for the basement because it's so light. How many of them you saw over there? I was like, it was 2 more. She was like, I don't get off till 6. Go get me one. I'm like, you want me to go back? She was like, yeah, because I don't get off till 6. It was like noon. She's like, I don't want to fucking wait. Man, it might not be here.
Oh my God.
So she was like, go get out. I'll take 10% off your order. So now I'm running back like supermarket sweep.
Because you already had the 20, now you want the 30.
But people, she didn't know, so I brought the vacuum cleaner back. She put it there. Yeah, fine, I ain't waiting until I get off. So she did put in the employee John, gave me 10% off. She's like, bet. So I was like, here, scan this. She scanned my phone. She was like, oh, you got 30% off your whole order. She was like, come on, right there, give me a pen. And I was like, yo, I really need a GoPro so we can see this
That's
shit.
hilarious.
Yo, and she's like, you see how that is? One hand wash the other. You see how we come together, right? I'm like, yeah, I feel you.
That's
I
funny.
love white people
Yo, white
sometimes.
folks is funny
White
as
people,
shit.
when they're not being racist pieces of shit, are great.
Yo.
That's well put. Exactly
I ran
right.
and got her a fucking another biscuit. She didn't know they had. She's like, I never seen that shit in here.
I've seen this
I'm like,
shit.
yeah.
This is not on any of the inventory.
Yo, they got the Bissels in the tuck, but the little metrosexual guy was like, I mean, this is Bed Bath & Beyond. Like almost like
I
we don't
agree.
like that shit is beneath us.
It is.
Vacuum shamed you.
They were the first people to sell the robot vacuums. Like they came out with that shit first. Bed Bath & Beyond
Yeah, I
was
don't
like
need any of
luxury
that shit. The shit that starts your car and all that shit is just.
I like the shampoo or vacuum combination. Like, why wouldn't you like that? Come on.
I mean, that's cool.
Because when you spill wine in your carpet at 3 in the morning like that commercial, you have perfect your cheese and crackers. You can
Yeah,
just
for the
vacuum
one
it out.
time your dog randomly runs through a fucking mud trail and then comes walking
right in the carpet.
Yeah, like shit that just don't happen. But no, I always say like I kind of do. I get myself in just situations, just shit, like just out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like you just be out and about.
I'm afraid to document my shenanigans.
It's
I
nuts.
talk to random people. That's why I always get in this shit, because I talk to strangers. I've always had. I like to. I've had some of my best conversations with strangers.
Now I'm getting better with that. Actually,
I talk to strangers, homeless people, old people all the time.
it's funny because me and Rob were talking about it. Like we go in the casino, we do the betting shit. And I don't like going around niggas when they putting, like even yesterday when I went to put the bet in before the game, I go to the convenience store in Delaware. Niggas is getting out the car. I hope ain't nobody taking the Eagles today. Like I don't want to. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So when we go in the casino, like, and it's funny because at one point in my life I was a real people person. Like I feel like when I first started driving, it sounds crazy, right?
Yes, it does.
When I first started driving the bus, I used to really like get a kick out of meeting people and talking to
Are
people.
you
and shit.
traumatized by your experience at
Yeah, I
something?
definitely got PTSD. No way around it.
And the thing about it is, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, like it's no way
Like,
around it.
it's fucking Philadelphia.
Because I
public
just don't
transportation.
trust people speaking ever.
Have you ever been assaulted?
No.
Okay. Have you ever assaulted somebody?
Yes.
You've been verbally assaulted.
Yeah, I've been verbally assaulted.
You hit somebody? Okay.
Can't really
Well,
get it.
tell me off camera.
Yeah.
Tell me off.
But I
video.
verbally, yeah. But it'd be stupid shit. I
I've
told
had
you-
a septic driver close me in between the doors. Like, I ran into a lot of
it's
assholes.
funny. That's how my
on purpose. Boop. And I was like, oh, shit. And I fell off. I was like,
That's how the situation
I was
happened.
embarrassed. My pride was hurt more than anything.
He was trying to. He was trying
I know. I fucking slept
Blew
on
the
that.
bag.
I got morals and shit, so I don't even be thinking like that. I wasn't hurt, you know. I never been like now.
You're supposed to
I'm
lay
good.
down with one foot in the door.
Bro, I'm up now. Let me fall in this bitch right now. Y'all will see. I'm rolling this
I
motherfucker
had an accident one time. The guy ran into the back of the bus, and I got out of seat, and people was like, "What's going on?" They couldn't feel it. I only felt it because my foot was on the brake. Like, it was a bus. This shit is 40,000 pounds. So you can smash into the back of it. The shit ain't moving it. So I felt it on my foot. I'm like, the fuck. I see him and shit. I get out the driver's seat. People like, what's going on? I'm like, give me a sec. I walk to the back. I see front of his car smashed. I'm like, oh shit. So he like, yeah, I was looking at my phone. My bad. You know, y'all cool. I'm like, ain't nobody, you ain't feel that shit. So I come get back on the bus. Lady sitting right in the front, like, where you saying? She's like, what's going on? I'm like, dude ran into the back of the bus. So give me a sec. I got to put the triangle out, call control. Y'all can sit here till the next bus come down. They like, all right. I walk off, come back. She laying on the floor. I'm like, lady,
Get your
motherfucking ass. You don't even know what was going on 10 seconds ago. She like, they took her ass off in the ambulance. I'm
People
like,
love a septic suit,
oh,
don't
that
they?
shit is crazy, yo.
Yeah,
Substitute is
hit
guaranteed
by,
bread.
I got hit by a bus driver, and I got smacked in the doors. The guy hit me at Germantown and Erie, right there in front of the clock bar. And I remember he pulled over and was like, look, man, look, what's up? Pulled his wallet out, like, how much I gotta get? I'm like, fuck you. You hit me, bro.
This was a bus driver that did that?
Yes.
Oh, wow. He was bugging.
Man, that's my fourth jaw.
He pulled his wallet out. He pulled his wallet out to
This is
pay
my
me.
fourth one this month.
I'm on fifth and final out here. Like, I can't fuck around.
I can't fuck around. I'm gonna have to go to Union. It's gonna be a board
I see his
review.
eyes. I was like, keep the money, bro. Fuck you, man. But he hit me, though. He did.
Yeah.
That's crazy as all
John
hell.
Deceptive, fuck Scepter, man.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck him.
But yeah, no, I honestly, I just go out and some of the situations I end up in, I just be like, yo, what the fuck was that? Or what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? And it's just.
Make for great stories, though.
They do, but the trauma.
When
Like,
you going through the shit,
Yeah.
like, fuck this story.
Like, you know.
Man, you're fucking, when you used to park on Allegheny and just talk, funny as
Man,
fuck.
listen,
like, yo,
that-
even Boscov's, park up at Boscov's. I
Boscov's
was
was the
a
best
fucking
shit.
Listen.
loyal Matt follower. Like, I was waiting on them stories. I had
you-
my mother following this nigga.
You go out into the world and like you just like you said, people like you see them and you deal with them and just after a while like it's crazy because I don't know where I got like that to where it's just they just all annoy me like I don't want no parts. And then with the Instagram shit and I talk about the whole fame aspect. I don't want to be like out at dinner and somebody's taking a picture of me or you know and then even like down to little shit where it's just like when I was in VA I took a picture the night we went out, I had put on the Jaden Smith Jones. Yeah. And the crazy part was, I took those with me. I took a pair of Quantum Yeezys with me. I took a pair of 700s, and I took a pair of 350s. I had a bunch of sneaks. And leaving was like, why the fuck you got to me sneaks? We were here for 2 days. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. This is what I do. I wore the Jaden Smith Jones that night we went out. The next morning we had got up, I just threw them back on, and I didn't think we were going to be out all day. We wound up going to the beach, left, and then we went straight to the outlets. And that was when I took the picture with the bag, the whole pool shit. Yeah. And somebody on the DM was like, damn, but you ain't take no other sneaks? And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's how, that's how they are. They pay attention.
And
they
it
know.
almost had me like go back in the room to like, you know how motherfuckers do the weekend vibes, like with all this. I was ready to do that shit.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Like fucking dickhead.
Yeah, but it's so strange because people really
like
notice. I told you the chick yesterday straight was like, what's up, Matt? Damn, you letting your hair grow back? And I'm like, I had to think about it for a second. Like yeah, I was like, no, what the fuck? So it's like, yeah, that shit is crazy.
And then with me, it's like, I put myself out there sometimes because people, it helps people. Yeah. So like if I talk about me suffering from depression, it'd be 50 bitches like, yo, I never, you know, whatever. And I want to be that person, but at the same time, bitch, watch what you say to me. I used to have this lady, she was to follow me, and she was a doctor, and I was so like proud of myself. I got this older black lady follow me, and I remember I would post myself cooking, and I swear to God, she did me like, girl, I love you so much. Please let me come clean your stove. Like, bitch.
What? Listen,
but I find
we
that
could go back and forth for bizarre
sure
DMs.
Can. When I tell you that, I feel like, and I could be wrong, but the people that have just book smart without any street smart or common sense, they're borderline retarded. I don't give a fuck how many letters behind their names, how many. Common sense is real important. Street smarts are really important. You know what I mean? So it's like, these bitches be brain dead. They have the letters, and I'm like, because how do you not? Because after I call her like a bald head black bitch, like she didn't understand. I'm like, yo, you disrespecting me, bitch, in my stove, bitch. Because you're never going to come over, and that's what I get the most. I got that down home cool girl thing, and they really think they can hang with me. Like they really think I'm coming to tell this guy and his wife, I'm coming to Delaware to hang with you. It's like you're not. And then they got a hotel. They send a video. She in lingerie. I'm like, what are y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to fuck me?
Yeah.
They 40.
Yeah.
That's what I'm begging. I pray a rapper DM me, Enes DM me. That's the type of shit I'm going through. I'm there in my career, my nigga. I'm there. This shit sucks,
He's
man.
waiting on the viral moment. That's it. That's the one. Tell her, mark this shit.
That's the shit I'm going through.
Fucking rapper. Enes DMs me. I'm not finished. So Enes DMs me, and I watch Making the Band. You know what I mean? I fucking coached him all through that fucking fight with that man. Uppercut, bite that nigga, because I was embarrassed. You know, he said, you know, I love you. I think I'm in love with you. I was like, well, fuck it. Enes, what's up? And he was like, man, where you at? Wherever you at. He said, will you marry me? I said, yes. I thought about it. I said, yes. He said, where you at? I said, Delaware. He wrote back, damn. That's the end of the story. So not only did I bag Ines, the nigga wasn't willing to get on 95 for a bitch. If I would have said Chester, maybe, but then I said Delaware, that was that.
Yo,
That's where I'm at in my career.
That nigga said the 36 don't go to Delaware.
Damn, and left it there. I don't even know where our love affair goes next. He ain't never said shit since.
The 105, the 108, none of that shit don't go to Delaware.
Hit me when you come to the city, baby girl. Hit me when you come to the city.
Oh, damn.
Any other listeners that have a crush on me, you could just buy me gifts. They're tickle pink by eating that shit. It's not a joke.
It's the damn for me.
Oh, damn.
It's the realization that from Bartram Village,
That pussy ain't worth that ride.
it's the realization that in 4 letters, this nigga realized that the distance from Bartram Village to Delaware was far too much to overcome, even for love and marriage.
My Uncle Doc called horse, but I ain't put it on 95.
But he asked me to marry him.
Box Caprice is for the hood only.
I took a while. Like, I left it in typing. Like, I thought about it, and then I said yes. Like, it was, like, special, the moment.
That's funny as shit. My DMs was bizarre. I had what it was like. Somebody the other day was like, "What's the most bizarre DM you've gotten?" And you know, I've lost a lot of weight. So, and like you said, you try to like put yourself out there a little bit just cause my health was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I was genuinely like in a bad way. So it's like, you know, the fact that shout out Bank, shout out Luck, shout out fucking Big Dan, like motherfuckers is really out here like doing it, like going to the gym, you know, eating better, just, you know, trying to be healthy. It's like that shit is decent and admirable. And I didn't think I was going to become like Kyrie reposted me the other day, like, oh, this is fucking major. And motherfuckers were just hitting me from all over, you know, bunch of I'll shoot niggas 23rd Street just hit me, yeah, bro, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
I got the Blicky 27th Street.
Don't make me pull the thing out 215. Like all them niggas was hitting me. And it's just like, yeah, like I told Kyrie, I ain't never think I was going to become like a spokesperson for losing weight and being healthy and this, that, and the third. And this chick DM'd me and was like, yo, I'll show it to you. She was like, you are such an inspiration. I was like, okay, you know, thank you. And she was like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, what's up? She was like, can I see your stomach? And I'm like, what's up? She was like, is it flabby or is it like solid? If it's flabby, I'm cool. And I'm like, cool on what, bitch?
You were never seeing my stomach, bitch.
Like I was really about to show this bitch what's going on with.
Is she coming on to you?
I don't coming on to me or trying to kill me. One of the two. It's just like that. Be like
outfitting you for a casket. I'm gonna kill this nigga.
Like,
figure out what's going on.
That's what I mean. And that's where it's just like. And I after she said, I was just like, I post way too much on this fucking yeah, and it's like I've stopped to look at
whole story.
I be in my house with no shirt on, just it's my house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, if I'm naked, it's my fucking crib. So I'll haul off and pick my phone up and talk on my joint real quick. And in my mind, the crazy part is I've done that the whole entire time we've had Instagram. So I have whole videos when I was huge with me talking to, and now because I lift weights, I'm more muscular. I post a video, nigga hit me. All right, nigga, you ain't got to show off. We see them shoulders. All right, this shit. And it's just we see them shoulders. Another nigga do me. All right, Dwight Howard. I'm like, all right. And I stopped doing it. Like, and now I'm like way more conscious of this shit. It's just
why?
Because people are fucking strange. People notice everything.
They notice everything.
Everything. I broke up with my ex. And,
bruh. Damn, Lee took the dog. I ain't seen the dog. And be like, what the fuck? like
this lady was like, I noticed, because you used to always take baths in your big tub, and now you're in the poor people's tub. And I wanted to ask, did you break up with him? But I didn't know for sure because, you know, my mom lives around there. So when I ride past, I never see your car.
My mom lives around there.
Yo, when I first moved back out the airport, motherfuckers, I maybe did like 1 or 2 videos. Somebody DM me. Damn, you don't live up Roxborough no more? What the fuck?
They put 1 and 2 together.
Yeah. What's that building behind you? Like, real shit.
Yo, you know what they do to me too that's petty? Whenever Gil and Wallo go away, they'll send me them having fun. Like, why didn't they take you? They took everybody on the show, including Tony, except for you. Why is that?
Yeah,
and then it'll be in quotation, them niggas hating on you. They know you're going to steal the shine. In Hawaii, bitch. I'm going to steal the shine in Hawaii. But the people are just messy. They know you're going to
steal the shine.
People messy and bored, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, how fucked up are you that you would do that? Like, yo, I noticed that everybody's there, but not you.
People are crazy. The other day, I'm like half-ass moved into this new place, and I'm sent somebody pictures of the spot, and it was like a Chick-fil-A bag and the cup carrier on the counter. It was like, oh, you got company already. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Real shit.
And I was like, I should take this out of the photo. They not gonna. Sure enough, you got company already. I see you playing.
I remember.
Can you relax?
I'm just not that observant, so I'm not ready. You know what I mean? I never pay attention to shit like that.
I remember right when I first started the whole weight loss shit. Like I was really on to it after the whole surgery situation, and I forgot what sneakers it was. A pair of sneakers came, and they were sitting on my table, my dining room table. So I took a picture on my IG story, and I posted it.
Yeah.
Not realizing that my kitchen. You've been there. The kitchen is behind the dining room. Right. You can see into it. And I had the DiGiorno croissant crust. Have you ever had one of them?
No.
It's a croissant crust. It's the best fucking
I gotta see
store
what's
pizza
I fuck with DiGiorno.
you could fucking do. It's good as shit.
It's pizza, but it's croissant crust. That's what makes it good.
Yeah, it's not like a normal, crust. It's like some cool, other crust. I put that shit in the fucking convection oven, sitting there, and I take a picture. The kitchen's all the way over there. I posted John. The first dot that pops up, damn, a whole pizza? I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm just like, yo.
Damn, a whole pizza.
Like, people really notice.
People are sick.
Like, when you post a picture, they hold on to it on the story, and they every fucking part of the picture.
People are sick. They way too observant. I miss everything.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever's not in the dead center frame, whatever you trying to show me, oh, don't you like these shoes? I ain't looking at nothing else.
Yeah.
Yo, and then when they play those games, like, tell me what you spot wrong, bro. I don't fucking know. Like,
this whole shit is wrong.
Give me the hint. Wrong. I don't know.
Dog, I can tell you so many.
Like
I remember I took a picture of like all my supplement shit because it's in my kitchen on the big stand, and I was like, because some people was asking me like what pre-workout you use, what BCAAs. So I took a picture of that. It like just on the strip for the stand. Now on the side of the stand is the dog's bowl and water. She got like a filtered water bottle thing that she bought. This whole fucking extravagant shit. But it's her food bowl and the water junk. So I posted a picture of the fucking supplements. Like, yeah, just so y'all asking, this is the pre-workout, the BCAA. Motherfucker comes on the joint maybe 3-5 minutes later. Yeah, that's why the dog be in your face because she ain't got no food. And I look like, oh, they're in the bowl.
God damn.
Now the SPCA about to come give me a shit. I'm like,
who this nigga that sent this picture to?
Right. It's like,
the bull Matt don't. You hear this from me, but the bull Matt don't feed his dog.
I ain't calling him Vic, but he be on bullshit with the dog.
When I first got on
like,
Million
people
Dollars
are
Worth
nuts, dog.
That's
Seriously.
how I first noticed that they were savages over there at $1 Million Worth of Games because those men would be attacking me like, you think she got a fat ass? I don't know. It's probably all hips, bro. No, I think her thighs big. No, go on her page. She used to be fat. Hold up. Go to the Instagram. Niggas come back. I went and checked. She ain't got no ass, bro. You was right. I'm talking about like a whole conversation with a bunch of niggas just on a, but that's how it is being a woman anyway. You're automatically like
piece of meat,
sexual. Yeah,
straight carnivore shit.
Yeah, you can't just get out and be funny. It's automatically going to be some type of sexual innuendo, and then that's just part of being
one of my
woman.
homegirls the other day was talking about, everybody was in Miami, and she was like, yeah, somebody DM'd her like, yo, you gonna be in Miami this weekend? She's like, that was odd because like we don't talk. I'm like, he's trying to fuck you. Like,
because I got.
He didn't want to take you to Big Bang.
I have $400 for you. Would you like to collect it?
Like, he wasn't trying to show you the sights. It's like, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, it was so weird because we don't talk. I'm like, yeah, he don't need to talk to you. It's like, yo, you that big ass gonna be in Miami this weekend? Like, what the fuck?
And second question, do you have vagina for sale?
Yeah.
Do you have any pussy I can borrow while you're in Miami?
Is your Cash App name the $sign and then the name, or the name and then the dollar? like what the fuck?
A piece of pussy.
Yeah. Like,
spare a piece of pussy.
I want to get into some topics. Can we do that?
Yeah.
I want to talk about Tory Lanez because I know we all got a lot to talk about with this.
I'm just really embarrassed that I enjoyed the album so much. It's so fun.
Listen, I didn't listen to it.
It's so good.
I heard the snippets.
It's good.
And I'm like, yo, this nigga's rapping.
Yo, every fucking...
You know what's fucked up to me?
He didn't leave nothing out.
He came at everybody.
I made a cultural had a cultural revelation this weekend, and I've come to the conclusion that this nigga spitting trumps whatever the fuck else is going on in the world. Like, Megan did a live, said I got shot, this would happen, blah, blah, blah. No, this nigga spitting. That shit trumps everything she said. Everybody threw her whole fucking case out the window this weekend.
Her case
terrible. Though.
Terrible.
It just shows you how black women are like viewed here.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be a question whether people are going to stream this shit or like this shit or even listen to it. It should be automatic. We don't fuck with him. That's how it should be.
I knew he was going to have support. I knew people were going to listen to it at least because of everything going on with him and around the situation. So I knew that. Did I see it being the number one album on?
Fuck no.
No.
He's shadow banned from the DSPs. They're not even like posting it. Like it's on there, but it's not like the new music release.
Yeah.
You gotta search for it. And he's still number one.
It's so fire.
What that tells me
It
is
never
that
stops being fire. Like you
never
have to just
stops
cut it
being
off.
fire.
Like literally track after track after track. It's like, and you be like, man, he ain't do that shit. He makes you believe it.
this nigga's rapping like Kobe after the fucking rape trial. And
Yes.
shit.
One night he had court, when he scored 40 every court night. Yeah.
He didn't
every
do
night
it.
Kobe had court, he scored 40. Real shit.
And not only is he didn't do it, he's come home, bitch. I'll still eat your ass. In between each song, like, yo, come on, baby. And it's like, bitch, go home and fight him. Like toxicity.
Hey, listen.
up?
My homie called me the other day, and he's like a real positive guy, real God-fearing, honest, live his life the right way. And he was like, I just don't understand it. Like, why are people fucking with this music? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, if the music is fire, it's a lot of people that's really all they care about or all they're going to go with.
The problem...
So he was like, yeah, I just don't... that shouldn't matter. And I was like, look, I hate to be that guy, but Ignition, he was like, I'll call you back, man. Because he know where I'm going with this.
The problem with that
that's a great
we shouldn't
point.
eat, like, motherfuckers are so nosy and don't want to miss nothing and don't want to not be a part of the conversation that they'll listen to some shit that they shouldn't even be listening to.
Just so that
they don't miss out when somebody say, yo, you heard that new Tory? Yeah, that nigga spitting. Yo, well, he say he ain't do it. But the bitch might be lying. I mean, she is a 6-foot bitch. I don't know. Like, just to keep that banter going, motherfuckers are listening to an album of a nigga that arguably, allegedly, shot a pop star. She got 2 number 1 records. He got no number 1 records. And we listening to this nigga over her.
He got number 2. You see me making shit? That's funny as shit.
Can we not, like, I made a case the other night to Matt and Rob. Basically, like, her saying that he shot her should be enough.
Yeah.
Unless he can prove that he didn't do it.
My thing is,
he ain't proved nothing.
After 6 tracks of flames, I think I believe him.
Since when did I didn't do it mean he didn't do it? Mean I didn't do it?
When you say I didn't do it in the falsetto rhyming shit,
like,
I didn't do it.
Right now he has a gun charge. He has a federal gun charge. No discharge of firearm. He go to court to see if they're going to upgrade the charges or not.
Let me say something. Let me say something.
I don't want to be that guy.
The medical report says she got shot.
It's not even that I don't want to be that guy. I don't give a fuck what these people do in their personal lives. I don't care if he bought their hairline. I don't care if they was fucking. I don't care if they're the odd couple because they're fucking Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't care. Anyway, so it's like, I'm really into it, just the music. Like, I'm cool with listening to the rapper that's really a pussy. Like, I'm okay with that. I just like it to sound good. Like, I like Big Soulja.
My problem is that you can't shoot Celine Dion. You can't shoot Selena Gomez.
True.
You can't shoot Fergie. And motherfuckers is not wiping it under the rug.
You can't even shoot their dogs.
You can't shoot at them. You can't shoot and they was 9 blocks away. Somebody shot in the corridor of Celine Dion's house. We gonna kill this nigga whole. You can't do that.
And this is the thing about it. I want everybody at home to know he's right. But it's just like,
but this nigga spitting, so we don't care.
No, he's right, but it's just like we're supposed to wear condoms.
Yeah.
Fuck wears condoms.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Tory Lanez on the way home. Fuck y'all.
It's like and
I'm gonna finish it up with Laura Kelly.
Like
Please, God, forgive me.
I hate to be that guy.
Down saying he ain't doing it.
Yeah.
This shit is fire. Oh, he is fine. He said, Chance the Rapper. Oh, waste of time, won't acknowledge him. He really
like he it's fucked up. But it's like, and crazy part is he didn't even come out and be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
He just was like
a hit
Bun B,
around.
shut your bitch ass up. Like that's just a bunch of shit like that. And it's just like, so you're not even going to acknowledge, these charges.
He's little, he's packing a pistol, and he's feisty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna smack the shit out of him.
And they were fucking.
He like the guy on Godfather 2 that killed the lady.
What if they start fucking again?
She would be the dumbest bitch of all time.
It's a lot of them though.
I know the dumbest bitch all the time.
It's a lot of them. Like it's women out here that have been beat up, burnt, all kinds of shit by they dudes, and you know
That's Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, you chain to the radiator long enough when the chain ain't there.
You begin to love your oppressor. You be like, let me just cuff myself back to this motherfucking radiator.
Like, think about it. When chicks finally do run away after they've been kidnapped for 20 years, he went to fucking Lowe's to go get some fucking, sheetrock, and the bitch, he forgot to chain her to the joint.
Disloyal snake.
Yeah, she just happened to wander outside, and it's just like, yeah, that's what it is. But I don't know. I look at this whole Tory Lanez mega situation where I even said it to myself. The couple snippets I heard on Twitter, after I heard like the third one, I'm like, damn, what if she is lying? And that's how fucked up
that music is enough.
That's how fucked up it is.
This nigga spitting trumps everything.
What do you say? How you get shot? How you say I was looking at you and I shot you from the back?
Because I turned around and you was standing there with a gun in your fucking hand like you sitting
Then stupid shit started coming out where they was like, someone reported that he said Dan's bitch. I'm just like, come on, man.
I would like to go on the record and say that I said that first. I said that on $1 Million Worth of Game, and I think Complex stole that from me.
I can believe
put that out there. I said it. I said dance, bitch, dance. I thought it was funny.
Hey, listen.
Harlem Nights. Who didn't think about that?
It's a bizarre situation. It's strange.
The whole thing, even the way he was charged because he's black. Why didn't they beat him up and shit?
Yeah.
And kill him? Like, come on. He had a firearm.
It's fucked up, but
it is. I'd much rather them fix it between the two. Because you know what? This is the thing about America that pisses me off. We are so like, we have to bury, you have to die. It's like, we want him to die, so he can't make money. That is something he said on the mixtape that I did feel. It's like, my baby mom don't need a house. I still don't got to take care of my kid. That's the part. It's like, we love to like bury a motherfucker. And then the weird part is we love an underdog story where you come back after you get buried.
Yeah. So that was going to be my next joint, where it's like,
joke.
Where do we draw the line?
Yeah, why does he have to die?
You can't shoot a pop star. That's the fucking line.
No,
so why are we not clear on this?
Where
like,
does
I'm
he
losing
go?
my shit.
So I'm sorry.
To Canada. Get the fuck out of here.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. I'm not talking about Tory.
You can't shoot a pop star.
I'm not talking about Tory's situation. I'm talking about us as just Americans.
We gotta stop being pieces of shit as consumers.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where we go. Stop being slaves to a nigga rapping and tapping and spitting and skitting, and now we just throw all this evidence out the window.
But
this shit is frustrating the fuck out of me.
Even when you look at like OJ cut two people's heads off.
Crazy.
You know what
Have you heard the fucking album?
OJ went to trial. He went fucking broke, defended himself, and that is what it is.
But OJ blatantly did that shit.
Maybe not.
OJ definitely killed him.
Tory Lanez ain't fucking OJ. Number one, Tory Lanez didn't jump over no motherfucking car in no Hertz commercial. Why are we so quick to give Tory Lanez any benefit of the doubt?
We're not.
What the fuck did Tory Lanez do that we're like, we gotta fight for Tory's rights?
I think we're both. I think you're arguing something that I'm not saying, because I'm more so on the tip where it's just like, damn, the fact that Tory drops this album and it's actually I haven't even listened to the album. I didn't download the shit. But
why do we know it's hot? We
said it.
Listening to it.
You just was like he's spinning.
No, I'm saying the concept of
that's why
I listen to it.
I'm telling you for a fact.
I stick to my guns.
It is wrong. It is wrong. I put my coochie on the crap table many a night, no condom. People do things that are wrong. The album's fire.
You can't shoot a pop star.
True. I just see her twerking. She's good. She's doing well.
They like, oh, she didn't get shot, blah, blah, blah. See their side now, like, no, she definitely got shot. Niggas like, y'all on some bullshit. Like,
so you feel like we shouldn't have streamed it? We shouldn't have discussed it?
Everything I've heard from that album, I heard it on a non-monetized platform. I heard it on WorldStar.
Yeah, that's how I've heard it.
I heard it on Hot 97's YouTube page. I heard it on Power 105's
I've heard most of it on Twitter.
Everything I've heard was on a non-monetized platform.
I heard it on
like, here go the thing for me, though. I never listened to Tory. So for me, it's not nothing new. I just never, like, people was talking.
Nobody listened to him.
People the other day was.
People, like, I'm lost.
Now, I will say this. You gotta shoot me some bail, I guess. I was in the gym the other day, and I got workout mixes, and one of my workout mixes has what's the song with Meek?
Liddy Again.
That's on there. So it just my phone wasn't even in my hand. It's on the floor, and that shit came on, and it's on, so I'm working out, and I'm just in my joint, and I bought a new Rafe, bought it down Collins, and my man turned around and was like, come on, bro. I'm like, shit, damn, you're right. And as I picked my phone up, it got to the part where it was like, they be making memes, I be making millions, and I like turned it down, bro.
He kills that part.
I don't think, here's the thing. I don't think that his pre-career should be canceled or we should stop listening to old shit because he's a dickhead now. I don't think that. I don't even think he should lose his career over this.
Right.
I just think that 17 songs of him dancing around the fact that I shot at the bitch but didn't shoot her
wrong,
is
right.
wrong.
It's ridiculous. It's the most. I said it. It's
I
ridiculous.
feel
The fact that he didn't address
he
the
like,
shit.
oh, Kylie was looking so beautiful, and I'm just like, yo,
That
he
shit-
said that?
Yes, he
Yes.
did. Yes,
I missed
he did.
that.
then he's alluding to the fact that he was fucking her best friend
Yeah.
Kelsey too. Like,
Yeah.
it's nasty, yo.
And
Like,
because the thing, what I found from listening to it, he goes like through a bunch of different emotions. Like at some point he say he wants her back, other points he's full of regret. But a lot of it, he feels like she was disloyal to him. Like it's this big team behind her, making her, turn against him, which makes me think that they had some real toxic shit. Because usually when the outsiders come in, it's because you blind to this nigga treating you like shit or dogging you or whatever. You know what I mean?
What I say, he caught her going to fuck Joe Ingles. Saw the text message. You know what I'm saying? No, this disloyal bitch out here, like real shit.
Listen, Tory Lanez is 4'11". No man
The
is
thing-
that little and is normal up here.
Yeah.
Serious. My father's 5 foot, bro. My father's a psycho. You know what I mean? It's just he got a little ass head. His hairline fucked up. You got all this fame, and there's people constantly talking about your hair. And you got this big bad bitch, and now she want to get out the car. Bitch, sit down. Bow. I just snorted 2 lines of coke. Shut up.
yeah, some Scarface shit.
I
Makes
think he
sense.
was high. I don't think that.
I know
what
he was high.
Yeah,
Out of his
it sound
mind.
like some powder shit.
I don't think that he intended. Well, he woke up that day like, I'm shooting this bitch tonight. I don't think that.
Like a domestic.
Like
It's a domestic.
like American Gangster. Remember the boy shot the chick? They got him to snitch and then wear the wire and shit. The Denzel's brother's driver. Remember she ran out the crib and he shot her in the shoulder and shit, and the cops was on his film. It's like that. Like they both high as shit. Like the thing with it for me.
I just feel like he's just really like dropping his nuts on the whole industry and quadrupling down on the I didn't do it shit.
No, not even that.
And it's just wild to me.
The part for me was when he made the whole announcement, like, I got something to say.
And
I
then
thought
drop-
he was gonna go and do like a presser, like really, like
We
That's
all
what
did.
the comments were saying. They
we
were
all
pissed that it was
be,
music.
be serious, like y'all want to address this shit, whatever. Even if you go as far as, I don't think taking guilt right there, seeing as though you have an actual legal case going on, but just acknowledging the fact that this is a situation, this happened, this is why we are where we are, Right. But for you to be like, I got something to say at 9:00 and
wrote a song about
make
it.
sure y'all go. Here you go. Instead
That
of Fletcher
shit
was a G. Yeah.
It's like, and it's like as consumers, I'm insulted because it's like, how dumb are we?
Yeah.
We're that dumb. We're dumb enough to go and stream Tory's album to make it the #1 album.
But here go the thing. So
We're that
And
dumb.
Takashi's live to be millions and millions of people.
So for me, like
It's
I
the
said, I
same
never
shit.
downloaded a Tory album ever. So when I seen it was like an album, I'm like,
What's wrong with Tory? He's
I
just
just-
like Drake. He's like a little chocolate Drake.
I just-
like him.
I honestly-
I listen to his music. I actually support him. I fuck with
I
Tory.
honestly-
I have a question. Is he really from the hood? Like, has he sold drugs? Is he just
No.
so heavy like he a street
No.
nigga?
How many drug dealers
Nigga
are
been
really
in the
rappers?
music industry since he was like 15.
It's like,
When did he have time to sell drugs and shoot niggas?
I never was a crazy Tory fan just because
I like a lot
I would
of
hear
his
him on
little-
features, like the Meek Mill joint or the
Yes.
Jack Harlow.
He's
You hear him
talented.
on features, he can rap his ass
very
off. But I
talented.
never
Very
once
talented.
was like,
Remember the Proud Family joint? I love that.
He's super talented.
I never was like, let me go get the Tory album. So when I saw the
Right.
album the other day, I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm like, when's he gonna do the fucking the speech?
Right.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
ain't no speech.
But
It
then I
was
get
all
on,
a
like
trick
you
for,
weren't on Twitter. I get on Twitter and niggas is like, this ain't me tweeting, but Tory fucking this joint around. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, so then I saw the clip where he basically came at Bun and claimed at J.R. Smith, and I'm just like, this nigga's wilding. You know what I'm saying? But he's a rapper. He's a really good. Even if you listen to the Jack Harlow joint, he had the best verse on there.
Yeah.
He rapped circles, and Wayne's on there. He rapped circles around them niggas. Remember the whole shit he had with a couple years ago? Everybody thought he was going to get demolished. The nigga from Detroit. Joyner Lucas.
Joyner Lucas,
Everybody was like, oh, it's over for Tory. Tory washed him if you want to
Yeah.
keep it tough. He can really
Oh, he
rap.
can rap.
So motherfuckers, like I always say when it comes to the R. Kelly, the Mike Jackson, the Elvis, all that shit, if people is fans of the music, they are really going to like go past that shit. And then
My thing
what
is,
it is
these people that are listening aren't his fans.
I know that.
Because he's never had a #1 album. These aren't
Yeah,
his fans.
yeah.
These are nosy motherfuckers on the internet that want to prove a black woman
And
wrong.
also, like she just mentioned, I feel like there are a lot of people who are subconscious. If he'd have shot Meg Thee Stallion and one of her fucking organs collapsed or something crazy, it's a whole different story. But he shot her and literally she dropped WAP.
Niggas get
and
shot every
everybody
day,
like,
B.
oh, she's straight.
And she did live performances.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
like
So that people subconsciously is
the
just
thing
like,
about I want you to know is that, yo, we know you right.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%
Like, we
right.
know you right. It's trifling.
But I don't
But
want.
this shit is fire. 7 tracks straight,
This
nigga.
nigga spitting.
I mean, for real.
Everything.
I hate
It
to
is-
go this far, but I also too feel like that. I guess is the Sister Soldier moment of the show. We as society subconsciously believe that black women are tough as nails.
Fucking fact.
So motherfuckers in the back of their minds is like, oh shit, get over that shit. And then they see her, like I said, WAP #1, twerking, dancing, out on the boat.
Shaking ass on the boat.
Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, see, it ain't about nothing. That's the reason why.
will
Like,
give it-
when you talk about shooting a pop star, yeah, Meg should have never in a million years been in this situation. But Meg ain't Celine Dion, Fergie,
And she
Ariana
ain't telling
Grande.
'em.
They got a whole, like, even as this might sound crazy, if Beyonce get into a situation where she gets shot, motherfuckers is still gonna be like that.
You gotta watch out for the beehives.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, as far as the way they view black women, it's just
if
annoying
Beyonce
as
gets shot
shit.
tomorrow, they're gonna burn down every residence of the motherfucker that they think did it.
It would have to be someone other than Jay. Like, if this shit happened between them,
They hate him.
but Jay got his own stance.
He's been Beyonce's husband for 9 years
From
on
the
internet.
Beehive.
Yeah,
But
so you
Jay
don't
stands
Think, you
got-
don't think them 10 million crazy bitches that support her are gonna go and fucking make it their business?
I do, but I feel like
They're gonna be in the streets like the
how
fucking motherfuckers down in Chambersburg, Virginia.
Let me say
with
something.
the
Like how you
khakis.
just said, Tory doesn't have a #1, so why are we acting like this? Jay got 14 of them, so it's like Jay has enough stands. I don't even know why we're speculating this. I'm just
All
saying.
Jay stands is 62 years old in a retirement home,
No,
bro.
Jay got. We talk about this all the time. Jay got a lot of young stands who like really stand it up for Jay. You know, they stand on it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Beyonce is one of the 3 or 5 most successful touring artists of all time. That means that she mobilizes people to come see her when shit happens. So if you think somebody, Jay-Z or not, Barack Obama could shoot Beyonce, it's going the fuck down in the streets of America.
I agree.
Until they figure out what the fuck happened and who did what to who.
I think you're missing what I'm saying. I'm more so was
Well,
talking.
tell me what you're saying, because I'm lost.
I was more so talking about the fact that Beyonce is a black woman, and like we always talk about, no one cares about black women. It's like they'll just brush that shit off, and that's kind of what happened here with the whole Meg situation.
Yeah.
Like, I'm agreeing with you.
I just want us
Meg
to
is a
grow
pop
from
star
this.
and shouldn't go through this shit at all. But at the end of the day, she a black woman from Houston, H-Town, all this extra shit.
She
And-
cussing her record.
yeah,
She
and
must take
it's the
it.
same way when rappers go through some shit and motherfuckers be like, oh, well, all they rap about is gang banging and shooting and
Right.
killing. So, and that's kind of what happens with us. And that for me is the part where it's like, damn, like what the fuck? Like at the end of the day, he did shoot her. At least the way I
Yeah.
feel. He did shoot her. He shot her in the foot. Well, how many ever
Would
times?
you agree to at least say that the circumstances are a bit strange?
It's a very strange circumstance.
Especially the way they walk
But
out
here's
the car
the
and she
problem.
only come out and say it the next
Here's
day
the problem.
and
When
he
you're,
didn't get
when
charged
you're
yet.
on an album saying shit like, well, if I shot you, how come you didn't tell the police right then and there? I can think of 100 reasons why she didn't tell the police
she
right then and
said
there.
why she didn't. She
I
didn't want him to get
I was
hurt.
scared. You was my nigga. I didn't want nothing to happen to you.
She didn't
I
wanna
wanna
get shot herself.
Again.
Yeah.
Like, I can think of 100 reasons. So for you as a stupid ass nigga that had 5 months to think about this is the best shit you came up with?
Would you, can
Bullshit
Tory catch
argument.
these hands? Are you at that point with Tory? Would you lay hands on him?
I'm not even. It ain't my situation. I'm just
Yeah.
frustrated with the support that he's getting.
I love that you're just passionate about black women. That's cute.
I hate that nobody else is this passionate about it. Everybody's like, but I'm listening, I'm streaming now. It's just like, what
Fucking
the
I
fuck?
think where I'm at is I'm disgusted with it, but I'm not shocked because I've been here for so long.
Beyonce and Serena both reported that during their pregnancies that they weren't treated right by their fucking gynecologists.
Yeah.
It's doctors' reports that came out that said that they feel like black people in general could take more pain. It's fucking literature about slaves, how you could kind of torture them because the Negroes are
threshold is
different
high,
type of,
yeah.
you know, that's why there was experiments on them and all kind of shit. That shit subconscious. I mean, it was.
It's fucked up, but yeah.
Like,
no.
we were the lab rats. Like, it wasn't no, oh, well, we gonna use the mice, or it was like,
Like
yo,
they used to think we had heavier bones.
dog.
You ever hear like get into that shit?
Like, you know, but either
It's
way.
just certain things that he's saying on this album that are triggers that like, nigga, you did that shit.
It makes it worse.
It makes it worse.
It makes it
You're
worse.
pouring gasoline on a fucking
Yeah,
fire.
I said when like my initial reaction.
But we talking about, and that's what I mean. And like, I don't want to sound like that person because I feel like that subconscious, that damage that's done, it's done. That's why we're okay. You can say blah, 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 and he can feel that way because it's already locked in that she cool because this bitch got better knees than mine, and I practice in the mirror all the time to do that shit, and I can't. Because my knees hurt real bad when I try it.
It's a fucked up situation, but it's just like, I agree with you. We've talked about
This
it
is the
outside
other
of the
part.
show.
He's an artist.
If
He's an artist. He got some shit on his chest. Where does he get rid of it at?
if Meg Thee Stallion,
He went through something too.
Oh, he has the right to get his shit off his chest. I'm surprised at the fanfare that's getting this just because people want to continue a conversation.
Yeah.
no,
That's all it's about. Motherfuckers just want to be nosy and contribute to the...
You know why I listened though?
No, it was strategic.
After I heard 50 people say it was fire, I listened to it.
Yeah, but it was strategic
50.
because like he didn't say anything. So you gotta listen to it.
Right.
Because he never said nothing.
like,
Exactly.
to me, it's not shocking just because, like, you know what the number
It's
one
not
show
shocking, it's
on
annoying.
fucking Netflix was last year? The People vs. OJ with Cuba Gooding Jr. I'm like, we still on the track. Like,
dumbass story.
And that's what I mean. It's like anything that's like that, like, it's just gonna, like, they're on season 3 of Surviving R. Kelly. R. Kelly's never coming home. It's over.
R. Kelly trying to get out
beat
running
up
from
all
that
that
ass
shit.
Like,
whooping.
it's never, it's over.
Can you believe that he tried to get switched from, just like, bro, they're not going to switch your
Like,
jails because you got your ass whooped?
So it's just like, to living in America for so long and seeing that we thrive off of nonsense. Me and you talk about that shit all the time outside of the show. Like, nonsense. Think about the nonsense from a couple weeks ago. Motherfuckers love it. Any nonsense. Oh, shit. Nonsense don't make no fucking sense at all half the time. But niggas love it, and they applaud it. So when you got a situation like this where you have, I'm going to go out on a limb and say in the last 18 months, she's probably the biggest female rapper. It's her or Cardi.
Yeah.
Nicki is Nicki, so whatever. Yeah, but Nicki has had 2 number ones. But Meg Thee Stallion is literally on fire. Everything she does is just, it's on fire. Tory, who's had his situations with Drake, he's probably number 2 on the realm, on the scale of things when it comes to Toronto. If you want to count The Weeknd, he's number 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's a big motherfucker from his country. When you find out Meg Thee Stallion has been shot, your mind is like, damn, she's fucking around H-Town with them, you know, niggas with a car with 80-inch rims.
Yes,
Then you
that's what I
like,
thought,
she
too.
got shot by Tory Lanez. You like, what? Then you like, yeah, they was fucking with each other. It was a domestic. You like, wait, you even was like, that's strange.
That's
Like,
strange as fuck.
So naturally, your mind is doing all these different things. Then she comes out, does the live. He doesn't say anything. Like Dan say, yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all tonight though, 9 o'clock. Everybody like, oh shit. Then the album come out. And then the natural reaction for most people is, damn, what the fuck
See
he
what
talking?
this nigga talking about.
And I told
It was
you,
one song. He kept going.
It's an album.
Let me see what
Like, he pulled a bait and switch
it's
on
an hour. Dan's still sitting there on the Jay-Z show,
He pulled a bait and switch on niggas, and we went right for it.
Niggas fell right into it.
He even does
Exactly.
poetry on the motherfucker. He has a poem
Does he?
on that.
They like,
he
man,
has
that nigga ain't do that shit. That nigga had a poem. Like, no way he did it. That nigga doing poetry.
Yo,
Oh,
it's a
shit.
poem on that bitch. It's a poem on
Nigga
that
pulled a
bitch.
Ohaji.
I will say
I
this.
hate this nigga.
I
Tory
wouldn't
pulled the Ohaji out.
I wouldn't post that on I wouldn't fuck on my platform in that way. Like, I wouldn't want to be the person, because there's people that listen to shit because I say listen to it. I'm not going to say it's fire for them to listen to it. Even
Right.
though I did just scream in here for a little bit. You know what I mean? But on my Instagram, I literally screenshotted like, yo, I can't believe I'm listening to this shit back, and didn't post it. Because it's like, bro, that makes somebody else stream it, and I don't
Right.
want to push it in that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, I skipped over just like I do all Tory shit. I don't listen to Tory. So it's like, seriously, I've Liddy and the Jack Harlow John, and he got another John where he redid the Jamaican John. Everyone
Yeah.
for that shit. 'Cause I like the original because I used to go to a Jamaican barbershop. That's neither. That shit used to play. That and Heads High, Get 'Em With The Flow. That shit used to play
Classic.
every fucking Saturday. When I was in there.
Vegas.
Yeah. So I like that song. And he even when he redid it, I'm like, then he has a tape called the Shy Tape.
Chicks tape.
Shxxt tape?
Yeah,
Okay.
Chicks tape.
I remember hearing it in the car, and I was like, what is this? And she was like, oh, that's Tory. He like redoes a bunch of
R&B songs,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I was like, oh,
That
that's
joint fire.
Yeah, I never really listened to it, so I was just like,
The nigga's talented. However,
What time is lunch around here?
if all he had,
I mean, I'm new here. It's like, what time the wings come?
We just gone. We
if
could
he
order
would
some food.
if he would have just simply issued a simple statement like, "Yo,
That's what I said.
The stuff that's being said about me is not true. It's unfortunate what happened to the girl. I don't want to play this out in the court of public opinion. I want to do it in the courtroom, but I got something to say. And then put an album out, it changes the whole complexity of it because you're not dancing around the fact of what happened. You're saying I did not do this, but he not going to do that. Cause ain't nobody.
I did.
Oh, you ain't. He gave a statement. I don't need to listen to the album. So it's like it's a money move. He's obviously going broke. That's the only reason I can think.
And my thing is, I would just from the criminal perspective, I wouldn't want to say shit. You know what I mean?
Any reputable attorney that get more than $100 an hour would tell you don't say
do
nothing.
That. Don't make that song.
Now, this is what bothers me the most about 2020 and just the shit we're living in. It's turned into him versus Rick Ross. And you got this going on, and I'm just like, see, this is the WWE shit where I be feeling like it's all a farce. It's all just bullshit. Because it's like, you got Ross with the smart car, and he responded to Ross. And I'm just
what
like...
Did he say to
you
Ross?
ain't said nothing in months, and then instantly you got something to say to Ross.
What did he say back to Ross?
Because it's publicity and you got an album out.
Ross basically did a video like...
I saw Ross
like how
stuff.
Ross does, no shirt, bunch of bottles of Bel Air, just randomly, you know what I'm saying? And he was basically like... You know, you look crazy right now, essentially. I'm not verbatim, but he was like, you look nuts right now. Like, you know, you got Sist over here looking wild. You look wild. Like, this is a sucker move for you to do this album like this. This is weird. So then Tory like, man, you shut your ass up. I was marching with the people down there. You wasn't out there.
Okay, I think I did
you know,
see that.
whatever. And then Ross came back like, nigga, your condo only $1,500 a month, nigga. You live right there. They marched past your condo
and took a couple pictures.
You know, and this and the third. Now I bought you a smart car, and it's WWE-ish. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that for me is where it's just like, again, like we do with every situation, we're getting lost.
Right.
We're getting lost.
I feel like now T.I. is going to interview him, and then we're really fucked. I think people want to hear it. People want to hear what he has to say.
And that's what I've realized in this whole process. And that's what I think you're missing the most is no matter how ridiculous you look, no matter how insane the shit that's against you is, somebody want to hear what the fuck you got going on.
Sure.
And that's the part that's like, that's America. Donald Trump, with no motherfucking experience, no nothing, blatantly has finessed his way through every single thing he's ever done.
King finesse.
Donald Trump almost ruined Atlantic City. Like,
for a fact.
fuck the whole entire city up.
Seriously, economically.
Economically just ruined an entire city.
Fucking washed out mom and pop construction companies.
And Donald Trump was like, yeah, we're going to make this shit great again. 50 million people was like, fucking with it.
That's
Kanye
insane.
was like, I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it's after that Donald Trump shit, nothing surprises me. Now, I will say this. I'm shocked to see it be the #1 album on Apple. That's the shit that I was just like, because I know it's not on the fucking main page for Apple. Like how you said, it's shadow banned. I know for a fact they not promoting this shit.
Yeah.
So for me to see that many people tuned in to be like, nah, I want to hear this shit, is like, damn. And that's where I guess your frustration is like, damn, how far have we fallen? To where it's like, and that's more so my joint. What is the defining line where we just don't fuck with you at all? Because
kids.
It have to be little kids,
little babies.
Like, it'd have to be that.
Because R. Kelly was fixing the motherfucking camera and niggas is still like, he ain't do that shit.
No, the thing about R. Kelly is that R. Kelly's sex tape kind of went viral pre-cell phones.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a
way before cell phones.
You know what I mean?
It was 02, 03.
I just feel like
I gotta read a message.
I thought she was about to say, I got the R. Kelly John Ray. I was about to say, what?
No. No, I gotta read a message that my homegirl sent me because it was like spot on. Because you know we were just talking about like the whole shit, and she said, I want to read this verbatim. This is Friday night, 11:59 p.m. Niggas want to give Tory the benefit of the doubt because they are abusers themselves, and the women are abuse victims, and holding Tory accountable will force them to deal with their own trauma. It's all a bunch of bullshit, broken people with ignorant ass responses to every situation.
Well, tell us how you really feel, homegirl.
And at that point, I was like, I don't have nothing else to say about this shit because it's like that just pretty much sums it up. Like motherfuckers. Men don't want to take accountability to say he probably did this shit because they smacked their girl 2 days ago, and they don't want to feel like they're out of pocket or somebody that they like is out of pocket. Thereby, they need to demonize themselves also.
Have you ever seen like a domestic situation pop off in front of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you do in that situation?
In the past, I've done nothing because I don't know what the fuck happened before I got there.
Like, I actually interjected one time. And, like...
Oh, she cursed you out.
2 times. I forgot about that one. I forgot all about that one.
We had like a.
But I got in, not to cut you off, but I got into one and like physically, put him down.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on some Captain Save a Hoe. It just was, it's a woman being hassled by a guy.
Yeah.
Let me, stop this shit because I'm a guy and whatever. And then like 2 days later, I saw them like holding hands. And I was
I'm
like,
a dickhead.
never again.
Was that your family?
No, like a friend. But it's just like never again. Like one of my homies had a situation where his sister got into some shit with a guy and he like, him and his brother, they almost killed boy.
Yeah.
And she was in the hospital with him.
Yeah, most of the time. I had like a unwritten thing with a group of friends where we kind of like agreed to not get involved in each other's shit. And I remember a friend of mine, they got into a little domestic, and her face was like planted on the windshield because he had her like mushed against like the car's moving because her face is like glued to the thing. Mm-hmm. And everybody in the car is cool as a fan. I'm freaking out because my family, the way we grew up, we would jump. We would jump you. Like that's how we were raised. Like you jump in and you don't let no nigga hit. So these group of friends, my first like adult group of friends, they were like, oh, we don't get into each other's business. The whole car is like oblivious, and I'm like mortified in the front seat. Like he's fucking killing her. Can we get out and break it up? I think it depends on the relationship with the people, but as men, just think it's best you mind your business because everything leads to guns anyway, and she's not gonna break up with him for a fact.
Yeah,
she's never. And the thing about it is, that's why
like, you're not gonna be the deciding factor in her ending this shit.
And I employ women at home to not call your brothers and your cousins and your domestics. Just don't do that. No matter how upset you are in the moment, no matter how hurt you are, don't involve your cousin and your brother in that shit. This makes it weird for Thanksgiving, and God forbid these motherfuckers shoot each other. Then what? Yeah. Like, especially we talking about the father. How you call your cousin Boo Boo? Boo Boo smoking from 33rd Street at Boo Boo smoke niggas from 33rd Street. How you call him for your baby dad? Your child's father. You going to get your child's father murdered? Demona, are you going to get your child? Of course you're not. I had those conversations in the mirror all the time. But I pop. Get it? Hate them niggas.
Comedy
Just
style.
in case you didn't get it, I hate them niggas. No, but really, like, it's like so much drama stems from a woman piping some shit, exaggerating some shit, making phone calls, being messy, pillow talking, like murders. Like, sometimes it's just not worth running your fucking mouth. And I'm somebody who's always hanging with men. It's like, you don't repeat certain shit. You just don't. It's like, in those morals we had back in the day, they don't have now. That's why everybody's so flip at the lip, and then everybody's so easily disrespected. That's a ghetto thing anyway, because we don't own much, but we own our respect. You gonna respect me in this sneaker, nigga. Wipe it off.
Yeah. No, that's real shit, though. That's
I like this microphone.
That's the truth.
We've been going for a while, no food.
You need some food? We actually been going for 2 hours.
It's over. Show's over, baby.
Oh shit!
I was like, what's going on? Round 3 is it going to turn into a porn shop to celebrity guest date?
So wrapping up, what do you see happening with the Tory? I want to end this subject.
I have no fucking idea.
You have no clue, right?
He's pissed off, this guy.
I feel like I'm on a soapbox and nobody gives a fuck, so I'm gonna just shut up about it. Like in general, not here, but in general.
Don't
like,
shut up about
I have
it.
nothing else to say
Don't
because
shut up
niggas
about
are
it.
looking at me like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
No,
so
you just made me feel totally guilty.
I'm tired of making sense and everybody looking at me like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
I ain't told you. I enjoy
we
watching.
didn't look at you like that just now. We listened. You're right.
Not y'all, but in general, I feel like people are looking at me like, man, nigga, shut up.
That's because you're making them question themselves. That's why.
I enjoyed your IG story the other day about it. A
lot of people did, but I feel like niggas was looking at me like, man, I'm about to beat my girl up right now just because you made this video.
But here go the thing. The same way you said that, I saw people who we both know on Twitter like, man, bitches get shot. And I'm like, yo, wow. But that's where motherfuckers be at. And they're like, man, I pop a bitch in a heartbeat. And it's just like, wait, what?
FYI, whoever might have said that, if I don't want to know you no more. Thank you.
Like, it's just, it's
whoever you may be.
It sounds fucked up, but like, we live in this city where, remember that little stretch where women was getting shot left and right?
That's why it's not funny.
Yeah, and it's just like, wait, what the fuck? So it's like, there are people out here who really, they really don't give a fuck.
But it shows you the women haters, because some women just hate women. Some men secretly give each other hand jobs when no other women are around, and they hate women, It's true. It's like,
Like
I follow men that every fucking thing they post about women is negative. How is that possible?
Yeah, I seen that shit a lot.
Where is the whole like lust and love? It's like yo, I remember I dated a guy and we would always say like he loves women. He loves women. Like I've seen him look at a 60-year-old bitch and be like, you know what? She got some nice lips on her. You see her lips on her, you know, but he's a lover of women. So it's not a complexion thing, a height thing. It's big girls that he likes small because he likes women. It's like, I appreciated that from him because I'm drowned with women haters.
Right.
Just like the men that have these ridiculous proportions they want with these small waisted, big plastic surgery shit. Yeah. And that's cool, but we know what that is. So the fact that that's your dream girl, nigga, she don't even exist, motherfucker. Right. You know what I mean? So what's going on? You gave your friend a hand job last night. You're gay. That's what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
I'm saying they're gay, buddy.
The situation is just, it's so strange that you can't, because at the end of the day, he's not even charged yet.
Yeah, I need to know what happens legally.
With personally. A shooting. So that's where I'm
just... As a bitch that been in jail a couple times, I need to see his charges. I want to see what he's charged with.
He's charged with the gun.
I'm saying that, for sure. But where is the shooting charge? Where's that coming?
That's why I'm like, if y'all got the ballistics and...
The ballistics, that's so professional.
That's what they said they got.
Law and order.
Hey, they got the ballistics. They said she was shot. She had the bullet fragments in her foot. They said it was his gun. It was only 4 people in the truck. It wasn't her friend. It wasn't the bodyguard.
So who was other niggas in the truck?
It was him, the bodyguard, her, and the friend.
Who had the coke?
Probably all of them.
He snorted lines off their titties.
The coke fuck around dropped down like the oxygen bags on the plane. Like, that shit is everywhere.
The coke is around, baby.
That shit is everywhere.
You ain't got to worry about the powder. We got that covered.
That shit is everywhere when you
It screamed of cocaine and Hennessy as soon as I heard the story. It just sounded like some drunk, coked up shit.
Yeah, some Ike Turner type,
And I
don't she big, so it's
I don't want people to get my message confused. I don't think he woke up that day or even that throughout the course of the night and thought, I'm going to shoot this bitch at some point. I think it just went left.
I think that's his first time being violent with her?
No.
Of course not.
That I don't know.
Of course not. They were violent.
In the words of Paul Mooney, you don't throw no iron chair at no bitch the first time you fucking beat ass. It's just what it is. I said it on here. I think what happened was they was arguing. She went to get out of the joint. He pulled the gun out to be on some like make her scared type shit, and it went off. Shit! Yeah. He a little nigga with a 40. That shit could end bad. You know what I'm saying?
A little nigga with a 40.
Seriously, I remember years ago, my man Chad, not you, Lil Chad, he had
40s do that.
He had one of the older niggas. He had a Desert, a 50 AE, and he gave it to him, and he shot it. And when we was standing behind him at the wreck, and Chad might have been like 14, 15. He was a kid, and he tried to fire with one hand, and when he, boom. And his arm came back, and everybody like dove up because we was standing right behind him. But his arm literally came all the way back to where we was standing. Yeah. And nigga, because them shits have kick. They got power. I got a fucking AR. That shit make you jump. It's like, that's what it is. So I think, honestly, he took it out, and the dance bitch might have been a little believable. Sounds a little believable.
Remember where you heard it first. Don't call me white girl said that first. Dance, bitch. Let's see them style your knees now. You want to show them knees to live. Show them now, bitch.
He probably said it in somebody else's cadence, like one of them songs where he remakes somebody else's shit. But he said he pulled the joint out and on some like, I don't know if he playing or, just to like, stop playing with me, that type joint.
The whole story's weird.
In the words of Jeezy, who the fuck want to play with guns?
I don't think she went to get out.
It's not a good idea.
I don't think she went to get out the truck and he was like,
oh, no.
Like on that jump. I don't think he was on that jump. But I think he pulled the gun out and it went off at him.
How he aim it when he got the
like little niggas, you gotta use your elbow. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he
freeze, bitch.
Like I don't think he pulled out his range muffs.
Can you imagine that other fight?
Nigga had the shoulder, the under the armpit.
She's fucking 6
Oh, you walking away, bitch?
Nigga pull out his range glasses and shit. I don't think he did that. But I do think he pulled it out.
Could you imagine their fist fights out? Like, it's just weird.
Yeah, she probably body beat the living hell out of me.
I've dated short niggas like that, and I always started off the argument with a nigga.
My man Ra. Ra's a small, and I always question, like, I used to do that shit with, like, Midget John. Like, what is it like?
What is it like?
To just be
little as shit.
Yeah.
You can't relate.
To be such a slight little man.
Look, my man Ra is 5'5", $130, $140. In fact, mine might be a little bit more than that, $145. But he's a smaller guy. His mom they're tiny. Like they're small people. Like they're a small family. So I remember we was young. I was like 13. So at 13, I'm 200, 5'8". Yeah, I'm fucking huge. I wore a fucking 13. I was a big fucking kid. So I remember the first time I came to Rod's crib and knocked on the door, his uncle answered the door, me and my man Zach. And Zach like Jules. We all big niggas. His uncle Chris came to us like, can I help y'all? We like, yeah, is Raheem here? Me and Zach, he was like, you guys look a little too big to know Raheem. And we was like, what the fuck does that even mean, yo? Like, but we just was big niggas. So I remember Rod mom one day, I was like 13. Rod mom was like, Matt, you want to stay and have dinner with us? I'm like, well, I was going to have, dinner at the house or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And she was like, well, I was going to order some pizza and some wings. I'm like, all right, well, let me call my mom. This was the 90s. Yeah. You had to check in and shit like that. I called my mom like, yo, I'm going to have dinner here at Rod crib if it's cool, whatever. She's all right, yeah, whatever. I'll put food up. Don't worry about it, do your thing. It's me, Rod, his mom, and his uncle. They're all little, like smaller people.
Small
she gets on the phone to call family style. She orders a medium pizza and 10 buffalo wings and hangs up.
What the fuck is that?
So I'm.
Did you want me to stay or not?
So I'm looking around the room. I'm like, is your uncle about to bounce? And he was like, no, what you mean? I'm like, she got a medium pizza and 10 wings. I'm like, I thought she wanted me to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's happening here. And she was like, he was like, yeah, nah, that's cool. So I went to his mom. Like, I'm overriding you. I went down to his mom.
The control number is not high enough.
So I went to his mom. I'm like, yeah, you didn't order enough food when you called. And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you got a medium pizza and 10 wings. I'm doing that damn near by myself.
Yeah, that's me right there.
I'm like, you didn't order enough food. She was like, yes, I did. We all have 2 slices of pizza and a few wings. I'm like, let me see that phone again. I gotta call my mom. Like, hey, they doing appetizers over there. I'm still coming home. But that little nigga shit is crazy. Like, when you a smaller, yeah, you eat bigger, taller. Like, you just you not that. So for you to be that little, like, I didn't know he was 5. Was he 5'2"?
5'2".
5'2", 5'3"? Was that
he claimed 5'7". I don't believe it because he was on Sway in the morning.
I'm 5'7".
He was
When
on
he got
Sway
out
in the
the
morning.
stool-
Got out the stool. He was the same height.
At the
Like-
stool?
He was in the
got out
chair
the stool.
rapping, and then he got out of the joint, and then he was the same height as when he was sitting down.
Like, he didn't get taller. Like, as he
was
got
the
out of
same
the
height.
stool.
He's tiny. He's a
That's
tiny
crazy.
little bopper.
That's who Lloyd was singing about. Whole time. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's 5'2".
Dog. Like 5'2", 120 is a child.
Yeah.
That's not a grown man.
I was 120 in 4th grade.
I was 10 pounds at birth.
Oh, he's a big baby.
Yeah, 10 too. So it's just like,
You ripped your mom a new ass.
120 at adulthood is nuts as a man.
A 10-pound baby sounds like adoption.
Hey, listen. I'm telling
Get
you what
the
it
fuck
is.
up out of here.
Like, but if
Sounds like a C-section.
120 at adulthood that's nuts. That's just like,
He's a fucking 30-30.
I couldn't even imagine that. You know what I'm saying?
He's a fucking 30-30.
All right, are we back recording? Yeah, we rolling. All right, we rolling. We fucking back. We just had
Shout out to our unofficial sponsor.
yeah, unofficial sponsor. We just had a hell of a fucking intermission right here. Mona.
Yeah, my mind's blown.
Our mind is blown. She had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, she talking about this shit so casually.
Yeah, that was funny
I
as
thought
shit.
the end all be all was like bumblebees and
The what?
the Stamina RX and bumblebees.
Oh, no, that
gas
shit- no,
that's
station shit.
junk.
That shit might work, it might don't
Yeah.
work. Unless it's a rhino. That shit work every time. That shit is Colt 45.
That shit is junk.
This nigga's a connoisseur.
Yeah,
Kangaroos don't work for me. Never.
Kangaroo it's a headache, but it worked.
I took a kangaroo 4 times. Came in 30 seconds.
It's a new joint called the Pegasus.
Like this shit
That's
wrong.
supposed to be really, really like. up
Why
there.
do y'all know all this shit?
Well, we
It's
go
our
to the
job.
sex stores, so we be in there, and like, I don't really want to buy like a fake butthole. So
Yeah,
like,
same
I'm-
way a motherfucking
you
chef
know.
got his all his spices and his remoulades and all that shit.
Yeah.
Hookah stuff, so it's like
Yeah.
Like, you ever seen a
Tricks to the trade,
you ever seen
yeah.
a construction work in Home Depot? You got all kinds of shit in,
Tool belt.
Like, yeah, all kinds of shit. Big buckets full of shit. Nigga, I'm leaving out of here with everything. But we go in a sex store and she be off in the fucking vibrators and this, that, and the thirds, and I'm not about to buy a fucking make-believe bitch or a fucking weird-ass clamp, so it's like the only thing in here is,
No pocket pussy for you?
nah, I don't need any of that. Not a pocket pussy.
I ain't that horny.
I
If
ain't
I was
that
a
horny.
man, I would love a pocket pussy. I think the
that's-
pinnacle of horny is if you rub one out at work.
I went to a chick crib and she had the vibrator.
I ain't
That
gonna
shit was like
hold
a
you.
baseball
I've rubbed one
bat.
out at
That shit
work.
was
I
huge.
rubbed one. I was so horny one time at work. I went in the bathroom And
You was
Jack,
wild.
I've rubbed one on at
I
work.
was giving me a headache. I was
I
like, yo,
swear to
I have
God.
to bust a nut. I'm going to die today.
I've
if I
rubbed one
don't.
on at work before.
The thing with that is I would have to like get off the bus and leave the people.
Well, I worked in the office.
That's a bit bizarre.
I worked in the office.
Hey, y'all wait right
you
here. I'm
really-
gonna leave the air conditioner on.
Do you really have to get off the bus?
I'll be back.
Do you really have to get off the bus?
Hey, I would. I gotta take my shit off.
Keep your hands in your pockets.
I'm not about to beat my
Nobody
dick
knows
with it.
what's
I'm
going
not
on.
about to beat my dick in a sweater vest. That's just not it. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good time.
Name tag.
Name tag. Keep cutting my inner shoulder and shit. Like, nah, I can't fuck around with that. So yeah, I'm definitely hopping off. That's an interesting concept though.
Yeah.
Like-
I think that's like the pinnacle horniness if you rub one out at work.
Yeah, I've done that probably like twice.
And then then you're full of shame. I've rubbed one out at
At
work.
that point, I realized I can't work nowhere. Like, too horny.
Exactly, I have no business working.
no business being
because
here.
this had to happen right now. God forbid I would have got caught. And then what? But this had to happen right now.
Nigga, the other day about Devo was saying he stopped the bus on Allegheny because he had to use the bathroom, like taking shit, whatever. And he's like, yo, you ever been on the street and then like it catch you? And I was like, dog, I stopped the bus at Wissahickon coming off the expressway and went running into the fucking bathroom and I left the people there. And I was like, look,
Like, damn, what's going on?
I'm like, look, this other bus is coming. Y'all wanna get on some shit? Go get on some. And I went running up the fucking street and I was in there for like a good half an hour. So in my mind, the bus had cleared the fuck out. I came back, the bus was packed. They like, you all right? I was like, what the fuck y'all still sitting here for? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That shouldn't be like
Why
that.
would y'all still be here?
I remember I was taking a bus out to Bristol, and I was coming back, and my shit started like rumbling,
Bubbling.
and I can't shit on myself. I'm like, this is just, I'd have to quit. I can't even go back to the depot. I have to just keep going. Like I have to just call them. Like, listen, your bus is on 84 Lindbergh. Come get this joint. I'm done. And I went to Boston Market. I just came off the fucking expressway. It's the first fucking thing I seen.
Yo.
Right the fuck in there,
Worst joint I ever had. I was out one night. I went on a date. I went to like El Camino or something. After I left that joint, my stomach get to bubbling. I took a shit behind a dumpster in a school parking lot and wiped my ass with a t-shirt.
Oh, you was wild.
I was wild.
You got some crazy ass stories, dog.
That's what I'm saying. I can't take the GoPro. I can't stand it.
Dev yesterday was
Can't stand it.
shout out Dev Tate. They was down in Miami and Dev posted a joke was like, trying to figure out how I can take a shit on this yacht without anybody judging me. I'm like, dog, you out? What? But I've never been like, going back to the horny shit, I've never been that horny to where I'm like, I got to rub one out at work.
In my defense, I worked in like a house. You know what I mean? So it was like a house feel, and it was real like comfortable. Yeah, so
Had to happen.
Yeah, it had right now. Like that's, but I like what you said. I don't need to work because
Yeah, I
clearly
can't work nowhere. Clearly.
when it gotta happen, it gotta happen. So we don't want nobody getting hurt.
Now it's been many orgies and shit done popped off on the buses.
What do you mean?
Like they have like a, look at Tay. You seen,
Like, wait, what?
You seen Taylor like, oh, what the fuck?
They
Orgy
fuck
story.
on the back of the bus?
Like have a bitch come through the depot and shit. And she take her on 16 row. I don't know why I'm talking this much. But
What?
yeah, it's crazy. It goes down out there.
That shit is a cult.
Wait a minute. So we're not talking about passengers. We're talking about bus
Like a
drivers
scheduled bus action.
Yeah, like
fucking each other.
no fucking bitches, like random ass little bitches from around the way and shit.
Oh my god. Wow.
This is a revelation. I wasn't prepared for
We was
this.
playing cards one night because we used to play cards real heavy at the depot like that. We used to gamble shit Friday nights. We in there playing cards. When nigga came upstairs, he was like, yeah, go down 15. I'm like, what?
Go down 15.
Yeah, had a bitch on the bus in 15, bro. Like, it go down out there.
Yo, septic niggas really celebrities.
Niggas is nuts. You realize that shit after a while. Niggas is nuts. Niggas be on.
Once the general public start finding out like y'all niggas made like $1 billion a year, it was over from there.
It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
That shit became common knowledge, and bitches been throwing the pussy at a septic nigga ever since.
It ain't even that you make it's the over. It's like anything.
Mm-hmm.
Any what's the CO? COs stay there. They just go to the jail and just be there. Like they'll cry. I know a CO chick was making like 150,
For
just
sure.
destroying.
It's
the fucking
always
thing.
overtime.
No, it was an
I
article.
know she had a jail boyfriend.
It was an article that came out the other day. There was a federal probe into SEPTA with like 280 foremen in the shops, where it was basically showing how, like, the same reason why a lot of drivers don't want to become supervisors.
Yeah.
Because we crush them on overtime. You go to be a supervisor, you make more base, but
Ain't
the
no
OT
overtime.
ain't there.
Yeah.
So they were showing how it was 34% of SEPTA's whole budget was going to 280 foremen. because they was just milking them on OJ.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was billing shit that they wasn't even doing.
Of course.
Like, not even there.
So what happened? Did
They
they
had
get
the
fired?
one motherfucker, he billed one day for 20 hours of overtime, and he was at the Phillies game. I was like, motherfuckers was wilding the fuck out. But they was showing how with their jobs, like their experience and resumes, they should have been pushed up to be ADs and directors, but they never relieving their foreman positions.
It's too much money.
Too much money, yeah. Like, so it's like, that overtime shit you could hammer. You know what I'm saying? You get in the right position, you could really, really fuck some overtime up. We were talking about the Aries, the shit with Megan. I was about to say Megan Baggio. What's his name?
Megan
Money
Baggio.
Why was this such a big deal to people?
That he was drunk?
I mean, he's a drug addict, right?
What?
Ain't he on drugs?
All rappers are drug addicts, but that's a whole nother
Yeah.
story. But I mean, it was a big deal because it was his birthday this past week. They was in Vegas, and he had bought her a Lambo for her birthday.
Right.
She bought him a Maybach for his birthday, and my only thing was I didn't see no bitches saying mood to none of that shit, and they had a whole lot of energy about that motherfucking Lambo.
I seen girls saying they can't wait to spoil somebody.
Nobody
like
loves
that.
these girls that are saying shit like that.
I mean,
Yeah, but spoiling is like, Yeezys and like a steak. You know what I'm saying?
Steak dinner.
Yeah.
I hate when girls are like,
What do you say? A nice steak dinner. Westman too. Yeah.
I hate the whole girls pretending to be spoiled or not spoiled or never lived that lifestyle, because it's like,
There's a lot of girls out here spoiling themselves and pretending that a ghost is doing it.
yo, in real life.
In real life.
And
That's the thing.
I know girls that buying engagement rings, paying for trips, paying for shit.
Yeah.
My thing is like, yo, you working hard, you doing whatever you're doing to make that money. Why, like, not big yourself up?
Yeah, why would you give some crusty ass nigga that credit?
Yeah, to another guy, but I don't know. I just think that
That's gotta be a serious. You need help.
It's all from like social media and just wanting another bitch life.
I was
you
saying
see
the other
somebody
day,
live that life and
when-
you wish you could have it, so you start lying about it.
When Lee gets on my nerves, I mute her on Instagram, but then I still go look at her story, and I was like, this is mental illness. I need a pill. I was like, something's wrong with me. But like, yeah, you definitely have a problem when you. I didn't know it was that bad to where women are buying their own engagement rings. That's fucking nuts. And it's wild though, because there are a lot of women I do follow where they have a relationship, but you don't ever see.
It ain't.
And
It's Casper.
I get my whole thing is like when they be like, oh, private life, everything should be private.
I saw something. I saw
like you
a post-
shouldn't. You know what I'm
I
saying?
saw a post the other day that said being private and being sneaky is two different things. Learn the difference. I say, yeah, I know the difference. That's why I do both. Like,
Yeah.
I'm private and sneaky. Fucking talking about.
Like if you're going to post your boyfriend's hand, that's not private. You clearly are showing that
Got
you're
a
in a
hand tag. I
relationship.
killed 4 niggas 39th Street.
The thing about it is most women that's in nature, we fall in love, we proud, we want to tell everybody. That's not a woman's nature to keep that no secret. So it just
Right.
makes you
That's real
think
shit.
that is something that he's saying. Now, on the other end, me being a woman that I've had niggas I never posted. Like, you only heard this nigga's voice. And I've had niggas, like, offended by that. Like, it sounds crazy, but a nigga feel just as bad as a woman that don't get, you know what I mean? Like, I had somebody I was dating come to me like, I'm only in close friends. Like, yeah, nigga, you are, you know?
You the close friends, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is like, with me, for sure, I've ran into, for instance, my son's father, my ex, we were engaged, we bought this big house, whatever, didn't work out. Most of those girls that are trying to holler at him are mentioning my name, you know what I mean? And it's a turn off to him because he fucking hates me. So it's like, that's the last thing you should say to like get in with him. But it just makes him feel that way because I am so popular, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, don't come at me like that, you know? But women, and I've seen this in real life my whole life, a woman will fuck a man because of a certain woman fucking with him.
Absolutely.
So it would be a guy and nobody gives a shit about him. I fuck him, then his stocks
Now he
go up.
lit, yeah.
That's a fact. So
And it'd be the same thing with men too. And men will niggas that have no money, no career, no life, no nothing, but they think because they fuck the same bitch as somebody that they're the same now. And it's like, no, it don't really work like that. Like August Alsina was out here feeling himself, acting like he Big Willie now because he fucked Jada. And it's like, You didn't make Independence Day, nigga. Like, you
Right.
got to do a lot more than fuck my goofy ass wife to think that we on the same level now. It'd be a lot of that going on.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like I keep talking about it because it's real. Envy, social media really, it did a lot of cool things, but it did a lot of negative shit. Social media spiked depression rates and suicide rates. And
Social media, honestly, at this point, is like a detriment.
Yeah,
like it really is.
And then imagine being raised with it. Imagine everything, that's the thing about the younger generation. These motherfuckers have been on Twitter and Facebook and social media since they were 7.
They don't know a
Their
world.
whole life
They don't
is
know
documented.
a world where it doesn't exist.
Yes, like we do. We were blessed with that. So imagine how envious you can get. And the worst part about that is that most of the time you're envying something that's not real anyway.
Did y'all watch?
It's fucking fake.
Did y'all watch? It's a movie on Netflix right now. Social Dilemma.
Yeah, I saw.
I'm scared to watch. I know it's gonna fuck my head.
It's gonna fuck your head.
That's
up.
my job, man.
The first 30 minutes
That's
is
where I
gonna
work
fuck you.
at.
Like they get right to the shits. Like,
I don't
and
like
these
that.
are high ranking people from Silicon Valley.
Like it's wild though, because you look at, like, it was a situation we was watching on the We ID channel, one of them. It was like a true story. The girl, she went to a party and they got drunk. And the guy she was talking to, they was in high school, when her boyfriend or whatever, he wound up sexually assaulting her and letting his friends do it too. It was like 4 of them. And they took pictures of her. Like, they drew all over her body and took pictures and sent them out to the school. And she wound up killing herself. Like, she committed suicide. And it's like they kind of said on the show, these kids grow up in this, so they don't understand that, like,
you can log out.
you just hit the power button and, like, they don't.
You can delete your profile.
Yeah, they don't
I don't
understand.
even understand that, when in 2 years it might be something we chuckle about. You know what I mean? Because there was a girl in Delaware that she was like 16 and something happened like that. She had like a sex tape and she killed herself, a little black girl. And people were like shocked by it because we supposed to be so tough. So God forbid a little black girl. But it's like, yo, when social media is everything to you and your peers and your family members, it's different. And it was so sad for me because it's like, girl, you grow up, it's like that whole shit is more accepted. You know what I mean? Like, girl, right now, suck a dick on video is like,
You lit now.
you might go to nail salon a couple years and be exchanging videos with a stranger. Girl, look, this is how I suck the dick. This is how I suck the dick. And it could have been a chuckle, Kiki.
Yeah.
She wasn't mature enough or lucky enough to stay down till that shit, became like a character building part. She died,
that speaks to parenting and your circle of influence and all of that also, because she should have had people in her life to be telling her it ain't as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, I'm sure she
it's pretty
did.
bad, but it's not.
I'm sure she
ain't the end all be
did.
all.
But
No.
as a girl,
Not where you
16,
should-
somebody seeing me fuck a video, I can just imagine how mortifying that is.
But that speaks to a maturity thing too. If a sex tape coming out make you kill yourself, you shouldn't have been having sex no way.
Oh,
I don't know. Now if a video come out, that's different.
You shouldn't. All right,
For everybody to see, that sex is supposed to be private.
it's supposed to be private.
Yeah.
Who are you with?
You really mean you shouldn't be recording
You shouldn't be
recording it.
filming.
Not having sex. You shouldn't be
yeah.
filming it.
Because I was like,
okay.
you said so much good shit this show. I
Yeah,
was like,
you fucked it up.
I was
You
like,
fucked
you
it up,
definitely
'cause you
said
were
that
on a high
wrong.
note. You did good.
Yeah, you
You
basically
did
worded
good.
it. You shouldn't be filming.
Filming,
Now
yeah.
now my thing was the filming.
It's
Nobody,
always the guy.
nobody
It's never the
under
girl.
18 should be filming
No,
themselves.
I'm saying,
having
like,
sex.
did she know?
It's
Did
always
you know
the guy.
you was being
It's
filmed?
always the guy, and I feel like when those cameras come out, you're gonna be the cornball if you say put it away. You know what I mean? But what I tell my little cousins and shit, because I have millions of sex tapes, but I own them. You know what I mean? Because it's like, we can make a sex tape, baby, but it's in my phone.
Yeah.
You got to be in control of that. There's no other, you know what I mean? There's no other option to that. And that's what I tell my little cousin, like, you're not disgusting because you fucking did that. You're silly if you let him own that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he can't own that piece of, like, that. He can't have that. Like, you can't even send it to him. You can watch it with
I was
you.
talking with one of my homegirls the other day, and we was talking about how, like, the whole leaked nudes and all of that shit.
Yo,
It'd be
if
like,
my shit get leaked, it's over for me.
it'd be like motherfuckers will hold on to shit from years ago.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be talking to somebody in 2015, and they'll have still, like, why do you even still have these? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's bizarre. Like, people really be holding on to these.
It's like
holding
a
on.
fear of mine that type of shit happens to me. And
Well,
it's
you got to
over.
know once you get super popping, all that shit is coming out.
Well, then I'm fucked because
All that
this will
shit.
I think
takes out.
everybody is a little, I don't think
That was like my thing from
I don't
like
think anybody
24 to like 30. That was my thing. So
You was a nudes queen?
not news, but we
Oh,
would fuck on video.
video, yeah.
Like I wasn't sucking no dick if a Karen wasn't. But like that's just what type time I was on. I don't know. I had a little phase, you know.
Savage.
This how
Turn it up
Dan, this
when
how
it
Dan
gets-
used to be in your bedroom. Like, Dan exhausted filming all this shit. Like
No, really, like I really used to, but I own most of them. You know what I mean? But it's still
That little
like,
20% out there in the atmosphere.
Because if I make it big, it's like, do I trust? Like, yo, I don't know. I don't know if that my ex could really, you know, I could see my baby father selling a tape to somebody. I could. He hates me. Did I mention it? This nigga hates me. He hates me. Like, why wouldn't he? And people do foul shit like that. I mean, most of these people that's getting leaked and shit, just like LeBron's son that got caught smoking weed, which was the most terrible thing in the world. He made a tweet what it was like as a family friend. Like, you know, once you start trusting motherfuckers, it's always somebody close to you. It's never like no stranger hacker. It's your fucking fake ass friend. You know? So I don't know. All I know is my shit, if my shit ever go down, just know I'm a praying woman, and I didn't have a father. I'm coming out straight like that. That shit ain't right.
Like everybody say, I miss my granny. I didn't have a father.
Motherfuckers ain't gonna look at me the same. Shit gonna be different.
Lee the other day was like, why you always be liking the same chick pics? I was like, man, I miss my granny. She's like, shut the fuck up. I was like, what the fuck you talking about? Like,
that whole thing was so crazy to me. That whole like thing, and I made a video and like saying like I didn't think it was a big deal, only because I'm the kind of person that put myself in your shoes, and I have a face that people know, and it's like, yo, when people know your face, the small shit you do is just not the same. Because if he was just Willie at Lowe's, nobody would give a fuck that he was pounding, you know, his penis, his Burberry trim trunks on the back of some cellulite ass. You know what I mean? Nobody would have cared.
Wait, what are you talking about? What situation? I'm lost.
You said I miss my granny.
The Offset shit?
I miss my granny. That was Offset that said I miss my granny?
Yeah, he posted that. He made the picture with he said I miss my granny.
The comedian guy.
Oh, that's what I'm like.
Do you know what I'm talking about? He went viral. The comedian guy went viral. He went to Miami. He got drunk. And he went viral. And they were ripping his ass to shreds. Like,
why would they? He was dancing. I don't understand why that was bad.
Well, if you know his bits, like one of his bits is what does he say? Like, you a nut ass nigga. What does he say?
I don't.
Rich, what does Richie say? You hide. Like, I don't know. People were saying, because people bring it to me most of the time. But they were
I don't follow him, but I've seen him enough times. But I didn't
talk shit about raggedy niggas, and he holds himself like he's this certain type of nigga. You know what I mean? He's engaged. Him and his girl's relationship is on YouTube. They're like bloggers. Or, you know, they kind of do it together, whatever. So people felt like he was full of shit for it, and I didn't. But I thought but that's what he did. He posted, I miss my granny.
Oh, he probably did that to be funny about because they were saying.
But I never knew Offset did it first. I thought he was the one that did it first.
The day Cardi filed for divorce, the day after, he posted a picture like, I miss my granny. And people was like, when your bitch leave you, you start saying all kinds of stupid shit. So that's why but when she said that the other day about why you like the chick, I'm like, I miss my granny. You know, like, that's just like the joke.
Okay, well, what's the call? It picked it up too. That's what I thought you were talking about. This just got weird.
Okay.
This just got
they had Richie doing the motherfucking who's next?
Oh my God. I can't believe you didn't see none of this shit.
I saw the who's next show. That's why I was like, I was having fun.
He was just drunk on a yacht for a couple days.
But they was like coming at him like, because he was with bigger chicks, and I'm like, Richie need to call me. I'm like, shit,
Richie hold it out.
Hey, Richie, I know you don't know me playing, but give me a holler.
That big. They just had fat asses. They didn't look fat to me.
They didn't look. They don't.
That's
big bitches don't ever look
fat
to me, so it's like whatever.
People always want to like turn like nail. Every time you out Miami, you with foreigners. Like, nigga, you out Miami with Rashid and them who you the fuck Rose Spear with to get the fuck over there.
Somebody
the bad bitches ain't hanging with your broke ass in that rental because you there.
Somebody DM'd me yesterday like, how do you feel about the whole rental shit? Because, you know, we were at like this.
I feel like it's your fault, but that's a whole.
It's not my fault particularly, but
it's y'all fault.
Yeah, the culture changed. I give you that. Watching
it was down Miami on scooters.
Y'all
turned it up.
Yeah, like scooters and slushies. That's what Miami was. And now it's like all the foreign, like every foreign in Miami available.
In 2020 in Miami, there's nothing even open. You can't even pull up nowhere and stunt. You go from house to house.
Me personally,
with a fleet of foreign.
Me personally, I like it because it's like, you know, my thing is,
for what?
Renting these cars and doing this, is it something you really... Me personally, I always was like, yo, I go to Miami, I'm going to rent a sports car because I've never driven a sports car. I'm going to rent a fucking... Me, it was the Maserati. I was really wanted to rent I love Maseratis. I'm going to rent one. So when y'all do it, are you doing it because you really want to drive? Like me, I'm in the cars. Like I watch Counts Customs, and I watch Jules always gets on me watching Meekum all the fucking time. Like I'm in the car, so that's my thing. Are you a car motherfucker, or is just you're doing this just to?
They're trying to stunt.
Yeah, and it's just like when it gets to the point where it's that much, where it's like every single like. it's just like
a lot of these
like he
Miami,
said they were trying to bring the shits on the beach. Like it's like, come on,
a
man.
lot of the
Damn, y'all
Miami
ain't got no low
trips.
sidewalk.
I know Miami trips lately, they don't even look fun. Like niggas going so hard for that perfect picture, that perfect video. God forbid you cock the camera to the left and see nobody's really in the spot. You know what I mean? It's just like,
It's
like
the
yo, what happened to you having so much fun you don't even post because you fucking lit.
Exactly.
You too broke to press upload.
We got this whole, it's the Instagram culture. We want to
Yeah, it
document
sucks.
everything.
It
Like,
sucks,
how can you
bro.
have a good time when you like this the whole time?
Yeah, I literally wouldn't. If it wasn't for, like, even now, like, if I have enough shit, because I like to keep my interactions up.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't, I don't fucking post and I'm away. First of all, I don't want nobody climbing in my fucking window. Like, I'm old school. I need you motherfuckers to think I'm home. I left the light on. That gotta work.
Yeah.
It's been working for generation after generation. We still here. The TV's on. You see the flicker. We're home. Please don't climb in the window and take our TVs off the wall.
We used to have timers.
Yo, people fucking put the whole vacation online, just leave their house with all their shit in it. Like, that makes me paranoid as fuck.
The shit that's crazy is when motherfuckers go live when they like go anywhere, like go do like the going live. I watched the.
I'm probably going live twice in life.
Yeah, I've never. You know what's crazy for all my Instagram shit? I don't have enough heart to go live. I don't.
I hear that a lot.
I don't. Because my thing is, I'll post a video that have 4,000 views. Okay. But if I put the phone up and go live and that shit say 4, I can't go hard for y'all 4.
Did you see it was this guy from Southwest? He went viral the other day. They put him on Scoop Hall. He was going live with like 2 people cursing everybody out.
Funny as shit. At one point he said, nigga, answer the live request. Oh, fuck that. Fuck you, nigga. Ain't no claiming our friendship in the dark, but not the light. You don't want to talk to me on live, nigga? Then don't talk to me at all, nigga. He was bugging.
Oh, I didn't see this.
And he was about 40.
Nigga
He was
about 40. He had all these guns and shit.
He was flipping. He was from damn North Philly.
Yeah, he was talking to a girl.
Talking to a chick.
Fuck out of
It was
here.
a girl.
He said, dick up then.
Dick up, yeah.
then.
If you don't want to claim me in the light, don't claim me in the dark.
That was the funniest shit ever.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't see
what?
this.
Who hurt you?
Yo, he was tripping.
But that's
so
that's the
bad.
reason I can't go live. I can't do it like for 3 or 4 people.
So you can't go live because of the amount? If it was a lot, it would be different?
No, because I personally just don't feel like I'm interesting enough for people to like.
Bro, you are interested enough.
Nah.
And the thing about live is that it's something you just have to get used to. You know what I mean? But I get people pay me to teach
Like
them how to go
Lil
live.
live. Lil's live is fucking
Can you
hilarious.
teach me how to go live?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, what you do is, at the beginning, just ignore the comments. Don't get into it like that. You know what I mean? And if you ain't a good reader, don't sit in Bill Jackson
And that's what motherfuckers be like.
don't
yo,
do that.
Green, what's
If
up?
you don't
oh,
read,
see what I read? Like,
you know you need glasses. You know
I-
reading is not your strong suit. Don't try to read
Yeah.
that shit. Just keep it moving. I came here to talk to y'all. I ain't come for y'all to talk the fuck to me.
Yeah.
And then add people in. That always helps because once you add people in, there's both of y'all looking fucking awkward. And most of the time you letting people in, that person is excited. Oh my God. So then, for a second, and then go with topics already in your mind.
Okay.
That hot topic that the people want to jump on. Yo, what y'all think about this Meg shit? Because once the conversation get rolling, all the nerve shit is out. Because now you really care. You're invested in what the fuck you're talking about. And you get that flow. You know what I mean? But live's fun, man. I've had some of the craziest shit happen to me on live. I had a nigga on live one time change his outfit 5 times in the midst of the live. Sitting on the toilet, getting in the tub, getting out the tub. And it's all on my Instagram page. The shit is hilarious. You remember that? He was from Burke Street. Shit was crazy. I've had the craziest lives. Crazy shit. All kind of wild shit. Like,
Do you got any? Breonna Taylor. We got to talk about the abomination that of her, killers not being.
It's just flabbergasted.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna hold you. I honestly thought, I don't know why. Like same way I just talked about Tory. Like the shit don't shock me.
Yeah.
I thought that this one was gonna. With all the pressure. With,
Shame on you for thinking.
yeah, and it's like.
I bid on Daniel Cameron, whatever his name is, like 3 minutes just talking about his hairline and his fucked up ass skin and his nasty ass top lip and how small it is.
Yeah, he's
and
the
lack
worst type of black man.
Yeah.
Listen, and what I didn't realize was that she comes from a political family that are infamously racist. I didn't know that. Because if I knew that, I think I would probably have already let it go. You know what I mean? By now. Because it's like, you don't marry into shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he went through shit for them to get married. Like, he sat down and got special speeches from that racist ass driving she had. He dealt with it just because he wanted her. So it's like his issues are so much bigger than any of this shit. But the fact that black men were in my DM arguing with me and calling me an idiot, and you know that's not the truth. And Daniel Karens, he showed mercy because he could have locked up boyfriend up. It's just like, yo, for the most part, people just hate themselves and they hate our people. And at this point, I choose not to have conversations like that anymore. It's like, yo, this is obviously wrong.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with me, fuck you. I don't give a fuck if we used to be friends, we build a relationship, I don't give a fuck. Especially if you're another color. Like, if you ain't in support of me and my fucking people, you can suck a dick. I don't give a fuck about a relation or job or anything. That's where we at this point.
Yeah.
It's a war going on outside. Ain't nobody safe. You gotta pick sides. And if you can't admit that this shit is fucked up and foul, then I don't want no dealings with you.
Yeah, watching, and like I said, once I saw that they weren't going to charge him, well, they charged one with
they charged him with shooting the bricks up.
Wonton.
Wonton, it was like wonton.
He got in trouble for missing,
basically, and going into the other apartment.
Yeah.
But I never seen that. When I seen wonton, I'm like, the fuck, nigga, fuck
I
soup up.
love wonton, fried with the cheese.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but seeing it. And then it hit me like, oh yeah, that's right. Damn, what the fuck was I thinking?
Right, we're
watching
Negroes.
People turn on the boyfriend was bizarre.
Yeah.
That was the strangest part of it for me.
How about her being a drug dealer? And it's like, listen, people out there, everybody listening. If you come to my DM to tell me, or anywhere, if you see me in the supermarket or whatever, to tell me that this girl was a drug dealer, dead bodies in her trunk, she was a down-ass bitch, she rode for all the neighborhood niggas and all that, that's fine and dandy. I still don't think she deserves to be murdered in her sleep.
No, it's like...
It doesn't matter if she sold weed. And that's the thing that irritates me the most. Is like, bro, George Floyd could have a fake 20. I'm cool with that. My issue is with the motherfucking public servants that I pay. That's my issue, because the George Floyd looks like my uncle. And you can't kill my uncle, bitch.
Right.
That's that simple. It's that simple. They want that girl to be everything but a EMT. She worked on the same side as the motherfuckers that killed her down like a dog. Them niggas work together.
Right.
EMT call police and police call EMT.
Absolutely.
They killed somebody they work with. She don't mean shit.
And tried to cover it up because in the initial police report, they said she had no injuries. She was dead, and they said she had no injuries. And let's not even get into the fact of they were at the wrong fucking crib.
That's the part that doesn't get mentioned at all.
Window.
They came to a spot for her ex-boyfriend who don't live there. So which means y'all weren't doing no surveillance. Y'all had no real intel. Because if this, you don't know if this motherfucker came in here yesterday, last month, you have no clue.
Also, to get that warrant, right? They made a statement that the postmaster, the head of the post office, said he gets mail there. The postmaster came in the next day and said, I never fucking said it. That's a lie.
Yeah.
So that means a cop goes to a judge to obtain a warrant with a lie. That's jail.
Information. Yeah.
Fuck if anybody dies or lives.
Yeah.
That's jail from what I know.
Yeah.
That's why this shit is a joke. What I will say is that what I noticed when all these little stories pop up, like when Mike Brown snatched the cigars and died for it, and Trayvon had the Skittles and all that, and he scratched his face or whooped his ass or whatever, it illuminates the racism that these niggas be suffering with in them little small towns that you don't have any idea. Mike Brown's town, they were using a traffic scheme where they would just basically pull over everybody, and your fines would be crazy, and you'd be getting bailed out, you couldn't get a job, but it was like purposely to keep the people down.
Yeah,
Speed traps.
Systemic oppression. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was a known thing in that town that was totally normal, that your license gets suspended at 18 and you fight to get it back for life, and you end up doing probation and jail time for driving offenses. When we read that, we like, what the fuck? So then we all get to see how these niggas is living, because we all suffering in different ways all over the country in 2020. Black people.
Yeah, I told you, I don't know why I thought it was going to be a different outcome.
I don't know why either, man.
I knew better, but I was hoping it was going to be a different outcome, just for the fact that Louisville already set the precedent that we going to burn this motherfucker down if y'all don't do the right thing. And they just like, we don't give a fuck. Like,
and they started getting ready for the burn down 3-4 days before.
That's when I kind of knew, when they was like
the fix is it.
We shutting shit down and boarding shit up, and I was just like, all right, yeah, this is not gonna end the right way.
I feel like it is a war. I am somebody that was waiting for looting all my life. I watched every documentary about every fucking riot that we've ever had. And I thought that when the loot came, that I was going to have a suit already made in the basement. I'd get out of a glass case and like my looting suit, and I was going to jump out and go. But I couldn't find a sitter to protest. Yeah, I wanted to protest. But either way, I think it's a necessity. I think it's a part of it. I think you had to burn shit down to start over. Yeah. And I know people like to say it's our communities and those are our right aids. But I think that it's important. I think, history repeats itself. And that's how you get rid of the tyrant. The tyrant that's not feeding the town people. You pull him in the town square, you cut his fucking head off and you kill his wife.
Historically speaking, they burned down our communities based off of lies.
Yeah.
Off of fake, made up shit.
Yeah.
They fucking destroyed Black Wall Street over a fucking lie. They fucking destroyed Opelika, which was another flourishing black community, over a lie.
Shit,
like,
Rosewood.
Just over nothing. Like, that black motherfucker whistled at my niece. We gonna go with a mob and go burn the whole shit
I literally
down.
can't watch Rosewood because, I have watched Rosewood and literally didn't let a white woman get over for 20 minutes on 95 for no other reason than she's white, and I'm upset about Rosewood. Rosewood bothers me.
My mom used to work at Bryant Middle School.
It bothers me,
and,
bro.
One of the teachers there, he was a third generation descendant from Mr. Man, who was Ving Rhames' character.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to him, and he used to wear all of this militant shit. He hated white folks. It was crazy. Right. But that shit is a real story. They really used to straight torch entire neighborhoods off of a hoax. Yeah. A fucking myth. You know what I mean?
Emmett Till died for the whistle. It never happened. And she said it never happened.
She came out 80 years later.
I don't know why she didn't go to jail at 80. Because Bill went at 70.
Yeah.
With one eye.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, it's been too long of this. People tired of that shit. These younger people are different. I've talked to some of the smartest people in 18, 19, 20. Them niggas is protest. They didn't stop. They haven't stopped. They outside all day. I feel like everybody has a role to play. If your role is your fat ass on Twitter talking shit all the time, then be the fat ass on Twitter talking shit all the time. I think everybody need to play their part and stop judging each other. I think we should be patient with each other. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this shit is hard. It's traumatic. I can look at Tamir Rice's picture anytime and cry. Every time I look at it. Because just as a mom, it just bothers me that a kid could play in a park with a toy and nobody don't do nothing. Even though I live so far away from it, I still feel like I let them down. You know what I mean? It's all black moms supposed to get together and protect the babies, and we can't.
Yeah, the fact that they pulled up and shot instantly is crazy.
From the gate.
And that's the part that bugs me out the most when it comes to this police shit is your thing is I want to be safe, you want to be secure, whatever. But me at my job, I can't haul off and just punch you in the face.
Right.
You start mouthing off, I can't sock you because they're going to be like, I'm the aggressor, why'd you hit him first, you fired. Exactly. You have to hit me, and then I can hit you.
And then you still
then I still have to maintain a level of professionalism because I can't kill you. I can't rip your head off.
I mean, honestly, it's honestly, and I know my mother told me this years ago, and I thought it was crazy, but it's true. The Klan has infiltrated the police. It's not even a situation these niggas trying to be safe. These motherfuckers can't wait to knock a nigga off. Period. And I don't know if when you knock them off, do you get extra case of Twinkies or a fucking Champions belt or whatever? But they getting something because it's no way that it's it's constant.
You look at certain police forces around the country, like Baltimore is a black city, and they have the most payouts in the history of the fucking police of any police department as far as assault cases against black people. You in a black city and you just beating the shit out of black people. It's almost like a stimulus package. Like a nigga know, yo, police fuck with me, I'm gonna get a check.
What did I just say? Just like I said about when you expose that town, because what did that expose us to Baltimore? That they did those rides, those rough rides and those paddy wagons. We didn't know. We don't know. That's a B-more thing. Oh, you know they're gonna take you. It's niggas with a limp right now from his rough ride. Because that's normalcy there. And that's fucking disgusting wherever we at. And that's the reason why we need to all get together. Because we all suffering in different ways. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But it's literally, when it get time to the women and the children, just like niggas say about the street shit, women and children, that's where it should be drawn a line. And what I think we should do back is extremely violent. Sometimes I'm scared to say it. I say it all the time, though. Look at somebody snapping. I say it all the time, and they block my line for it. What I believe is, I think that it should be eye for eye. I think that instead of us marching, I think we should all put our money together and pay people to shoot people. Be a mother, the father, the kids, the daycare, kidnapping, all that. I think that if I was a cop and I watched randomly them other police officers' families being attacked, I think I would think twice about shooting a motherfucker. I think that's the only way I would think twice.
Because the financial implications of it, not saying that I agree or disagree, but the financial part of it is not enough. It hasn't. It's like you take Baltimore, you take fucking Ohio, you take all these places where black people getting killed, shot, getting the shit beat out of them, and they having to pay out all this bread, and they still aren't reforming the police departments.
Right.
So it's like, what type
That's
of measures?
pacifier.
Exactly. What type of extreme measures have to be taken in order to make sure that this shit don't happen?
It
again?
is a smack in the face because now you putting a price on my kid.
Exactly.
We don't even know what my kid was going to bring to the world, motherfucker. You don't know what my child would have done. We don't know what Tamir Rice would have got done or Trayvon Martin. We have no clue because their lives are stopped. Right there in the middle.
Yep.
Everything, I'm a believer that everything happens supposed to happen. Look at George Floyd, somebody that didn't have a good record, didn't really have a lot of great shit going on, counterfeit $20 bill, and people still really came out for that nigga. You know what I mean? Hearing a man 40 years old cry for his mother, that shit does something to people.
Yeah.
The fact that you could watch it for so long and to look this nigga in his face and he can feel his body getting limp and he don't give a fuck. He has no emotional reaction to this body under his leg getting softer and softer, softer, dying. That shit fucks with people more. That's why I think it's supposed to happen. We're supposed to see it, but I don't give a fuck what anybody say. The only way some white cop or racist cop would think twice about killing somebody is if he lost his fucking dog.
Yeah.
He's killed Scruffles. We got the money. All you gotta do is put it up. Imagine us not marching. Imagine us not doing anything. Imagine them noticing that we don't march, but these niggas getting plucked off.
Yeah.
Come on.
Listen, they had a situation in Wisconsin where they was trying to, the people of Wisconsin, this small town, was trying to fight the mask order. They came to the fucking, remember that shit? They came to the lieutenant of the police house. What's up with this man? White motherfucker came to his house about that. So imagine what, and they was like, oh shit, what the fuck? So imagine if a mob of angry black people came to fucking the chief of police house.
I be wondering if we could, because you remember a couple weeks ago they went to Mayor Kenny crib. Yeah, they went to Mayor, because I was like, where the fuck do he live there? He got like a row home in South Philly. Yeah. And they marched to Mayor Kenny crib, and it's just like, could 500 niggas march to Mayor Kenny crib? You know what I'm saying?
They let another bomb off.
Yeah.
Ramona, Africa.
They let a fucking bomb off. 500 niggas march to the mayor house.
At the end of the day, it's like, and I hate because I'll be on live talking to people, do an interview, whatever, and people look at me like that's super violent. It's like, I'm a real true-blooded American. I love my fucking country. Apple pie and murder. That's what we do. We kill shit, take shit from people. I'm a real American. Everything we watch is violent. Everything we listen to is violent. Everything we do is violent. The children, cowboys, Indians, pow, pow, boom, you're dead. Everybody don't do that. That's the American way. So I don't know why it's so shocking for somebody like me to say, I think, you know what I mean?
Especially
but it's like,
when you look at the history of the country.
My son get killed by mistake. You think I'm marching? I'm not, bro. It's up. It's outside. We outside. That's it. It's like, that's not going to make me feel better that even when he lose and get 20 years, it's not going to make me feel better that you killed my son for no reason. It's not. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. And I mean it. I feel like I'm gonna get arrested for talking like that one day. I do, because I really feel that way. Like
Paul Mooney said that shit. He got interviewed. Was like, how do we end racism? He's like, you gotta kill every white person.
Kill the motherfuckers, man. And I'm not even saying everybody. I'm just saying war. Not you, Taylor. I'm just saying. I'm just saying straight war. Yeah. Person for person. Let's get it. And I mean, and really like calculate it. And I want it to be like they notice, like, yo, they're not marching. Like, they're not talking this vote shit. Ain't nobody humming kumbaya. Niggas ain't crunking at the, you know what I mean?
Ain't no spirit dancing, none of that shit.
Yeah, ain't nobody like Hilltone with the chief. These niggas just in the house and randomly police officers, dogs, wives, cousins, and kids is getting kidnapped.
That was the craziest shit of the year by far. It was
pretty wild.
That was bizarre.
This year has just been like, please,
the year is nuts.
Let's just end it.
It's the longest year ever.
Yes, I had enough. Still, it was like a good year for me, though. You know what I mean?
It was a good year, and like for a lot of us. But still, we got 25% of this year to go. It's like, what more can we?
It's not even October yet.
I just keep thinking aliens are coming next. Like that's the only thing left. It has to be like some extraterrestrial shit next. Because what's that? Yeah. First of all, the new bug. The nigga landed on my face.
I had one on my neck in my car.
When I tell you, I smacked the shit out of myself because I really wanted to fuck him up.
The craziest part about the bugs is they like niggas, because they don't come out till 1 in the afternoon, and they come out only when it's warm, and they just walk the fuck around, and if it get dark, they bounce.
Is it true that they're going for your lips?
Nah, I haven't had one close to my.
Yeah, I had one
They'll-
on
the
my
cra-
neck
they'll
in my
literally-
car. I'm driving.
They'll
That's what
literally,
happened to me
like-
with the face. It was on my face.
they'll literally just do this
And my daughter.
and just sit
Just
right
chill.
there.
But
They'll
why?
Just chill.
And they-
and you be like, what
like a
the?
sturdy ass bug. Like you ever had a
Yes.
beetle land on you?
You can't do that and it get off you.
Yo,
No.
you can hear this, and this nigga, you could he got like a weight thing. He could hear him breathing
Yo,
in your ear.
it's crazy as shit. I saw
don't
a
like
big ass one the other day.
I don't like that shit. That shit bothers me. I'm not really into bugs. Sprickets. You know what a spricket is? It's a spider and a cricket mix.
Whoa, no thank you.
I keep running into sprickets in Newcastle, Delaware. It's
That's
disgusting.
new shit.
That shit
Yeah.
different down there.
That's what I'm
Hybrid
saying.
shit.
New bugs and shit, bro. Count me out. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, the red bug shit.
I'm
is
just
bizarre.
ready. Like I'm done with this shit. Like where we going next? What's up?
Do you have any other topics you want to go over?
No, not really.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah,
Well.
we've had a really good conversation.
Check me out on Celebrity Guest Tape. I'm going to be right next to two people fucking.
When does it come out?
Ooh. Well, we film it live. You can watch it on the episode on the let me get the information perfect, right? But you can watch it live on celebrityguesttape.com on October and he's coming to Philly, so I don't have to go to Manhattan anymore. October the 2nd, I think. Is that a Saturday?
No, that's my birthday. It's Friday.
That's Friday.
Oh fuck. Well, yeah.
Like I
October
got work
2nd.
to do. She's like, oh shit.
No,
Shit going on Friday.
I'm hoping that I think it'll be fun though. Like it has to be funny. Like if not anything else, it has to be funny.
It's probably gonna be awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be funny. I watched other ones. He had that one guy from Love and Hip Hop on there. Like it's like D-level celebrities. I fit right in.
Fit right in.
I tell you, I seen
This
the one with
Saturday
Jay-Z.
coming up.
It's the 3rd.
Okay.
What?
Oh my God, that's this week.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
And you doing it in Manhattan or Philly?
I'm going into Philadelphia. So it'll be live on celebritydeathscape.com. Taylor, check me out. I might get a guy a hand job. The one girl turned around and grabbed the girl's hair and held her hair while she gave the guy a chewy.
Oh shit.
She's a team player. I'm
It's
like,
an interactive interview.
bitch, I ain't getting paid for that. No.
That's lit though. You got anything else you want to plug?
Pap ready. Get you some merch.
Get you some merch. Where can I get the merch at?
My motherfucking DM, baby. And I ship.
Real nigga right there. Fuck a
Real
website.
nigga right there. Check me out on $1 Million Worth of Game. Check me out on Some Nigga Podcast in North Carolina.
Some nigga podcast.
He gave me a deposit, so it's lit
I'm
down
on
there.
it.
And I'm supposed to be on Millsy's mixtape. I don't know if that's a secret. Y'all know Millsy, the white guy?
Millsy from Boston?
Yes. Yeah, Millie's.
Millie's. He
I'm on his
fire.
mixtape. He is fucking fire.
Yeah, he down with D Block and shit.
Yes, with Jadakiss. He reached out for me to be on the mixtape. Yeah, so I'm mixtape killing. That's my second mixtape I did. Yeah.
You got a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time today. You got a lot of perspective, humor, everything. Like, can you?
Did you laugh?
A lot. Can you? Can we get you up here like at least like once a month, once every
I
other
don't know
month,
once a
something
month,
like
but I'll
that?
come back.
All right, cool.
Yeah. I
you
came
bring
from
your-
Matt. Me and Matt are friends.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while.
I was supposed to do the other guys.
Not
too.
like that, people, but yeah.
Yeah, because they'll reach that.
Yeah, they'll reach that.
They love to say I'm
We know you like light skinned bitches. Yeah, they'll
And
figure
all the pieces of the puzzle right in front
now
of
it's
us.
making sense. They'll definitely do that in a heartbeat.
God forbid. Yeah.
You bring your own podcast back too.
Yeah, I'm bringing my own shit back. I don't know when exactly, but I'm just excited to have it on all networks and shit. Because when I did the first one, it was only on YouTube, and that kind of
okay.
sucked.
We're gonna come up there, not to Southwest. You had to
Yeah.
figure somewhere
Yeah,
else.
we're not coming to the trap.
No,
Somewhere else.
The worst it would be is like Delaware. You know what I
That's
mean?
cool.
So that's not that bad, you know. But
I need a reason to come to Delaware.
I don't know. I don't know. I want to continue to keep on doing podcasts. I was, Gillie and them did Drink Champs, and Nori asked Gillie about me and like, fuck my head. I'm like, yeah, I'm going on Drink Champs. I'm with the manifestation shit, so I'll be on Drink Champs by next year.
what's up.
I don't know how we going to do it with it because I don't really drink. But
Before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out to Jamel Lewis at I Am Cold Brew Poppy on IG. That's who did our intro. He actually, I also want to send prayers to him and his family. He had a tragedy this weekend in Houston. His baby's mother, his child's mother rather, was in a car accident and died. And she also had 3 4 kids in the car, 3 small children in the back seat, 1 in the front. The kid that was in the front seat was a little older, wearing a seatbelt. She's cool. The 3 kids in the back seat, all in critical condition right now.
Damn,
It's like a
terrible,
crazy situation.
bro.
Yeah, he reached out to me over the weekend and was like, yo, can y'all just, send some prayers up for me and just, kind of bring light to this situation. So, prayers up for Jamel and his family right
We
now.
need to make a GoFundMe or something. I'm sure people will want to donate.
Yeah, if you make a GoFundMe, we'll definitely talk about it on here,
For
share it on
fact,
social media and all that. But
I'll share it too.
crazy situation, man. But hopefully, the kids
tragedy,
recover and are okay.
It just be some of them. You see them Jones, you just like
What a
like,
bummer. You just like, hold up.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Like, the whole fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
We was
shit.
here. We was at a 10. Now we down at a 2.
We was good.
But I had to,
like,
I had to,
No, because he
send that
been
message.
rocking with us since the beginning. So
Yeah,
it's like,
definitely.
like,
That's what's up.
man. But yeah, prayers up to the family and prayers up to him and the rest of the family and hopefully the kids pull through.
And I will be back, listeners. So, tune in.
We appreciate you. Thank you for coming today.
You're welcome.
Get your podcast. We there. Even if we gotta come to Delaware.
Okay.
We with it. What up, what up? It's your boy C. Diddy, one half of the realest podcast ever. On behalf of me and Matt, I want to say thank you to everybody out there that's listening in the TRPE Nation, that's liking, subscribing, and sharing every single episode that we post on all the podcast platforms. Today, I want to tell y'all to make sure that you subscribe and click the bell on YouTube so that y'all get notifications for every new episode that we drop, whether it be audio, video, and also the TRPE short episodes that we got coming up now. Make sure y'all go, again, youtube.com/the realest podcast ever. Like, share, subscribe, and make sure you click the bell for all new notifications.